So, hey, I'm sorry. The orientation was wrong. That's why I had to quickly back out and redo it. The orientation, I was up wrong and it wouldn't have done good. Hey, Sandra, how are you? Hey, Angela. You know my thing. I'm going to wait a full minute. We're almost there. And now. Oh, you just watch me eat snacks? I'm great. Yeah, I was hungry. I went to, don't go to Dollar Tree hungry. I mean, same thing. Don't go shopping hungry, period. Unless you're going to a restaurant. You're not seeing anything. Is anybody else having any problems? You might need to try exiting out and then coming back in, see if that helps. You went to Aldi's yesterday hungry? Yeah, well, I guess it could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. It's a good thing that you end up with food, and it's a bad thing that you spend a lot of money. Sandra, are you having problems seeing too? I might need to exit out and redo. Who can see me? Can anyone see me? Okay, Mary can see me. Sandra, you're not seeing me. Angela can see me. Sandra, try exiting out and come back in. Lynn can see me. Anita can see me. Alright, I won't start anything until Sandra gets back in. Hey, Myra, how are you? Okay, now. Alright, I'm going to try these. I did watch a tutorial on them to kind of give me an idea. And hopefully I'm keeping my contacts in mainly so I can see. Yay! But also I thought if I do get glue, it'll get on the contact and so it won't touch my eye as bad maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But it's the e.l.f. Dramatic Lash Kit. Yeah, I've never tried them before, but someone asked me to. It's got the glue and then there's the eyelashes. Pop the glue out. And there it is. Alright, and I've heard to be very careful how you remove the, hopefully I'm not going to rip them off. I've got these really long nails. These are longer than the normal ones I use. I'm going to try using my tweezers to pull them off. This might be the wrong thing. I'm going to try to pull it off. There's a little, tip right there. I could get a hold of it. Maybe the hardest part is getting it off the package. Well, okay, I got it going now. Okay, here we go. And just be real gentle. Okay, and I'm going to make sure I put this to where I know which eye this goes on. Because I think, can you see how they're made shorter on one side and longer on the other? So I'm going to lay them down in a way that I make sure I remember which eye it goes on and how it goes. Okay, then let's try to get this one off. It's, of course, glued down, so I'm just trying to kind of, well, I'll jack that up a little bit. Hold on. I need to do it on the other end. There we go. There is a little extra piece of, I don't know what you call it, string on the edge to help you get a hold of it. Hopefully that's not going to be too messed up right there. Okay. The lady said what she did, or what she does, if I can get a hold of it. I'm going to try to... Yay! How are you, Marty? Y'all are probably going to laugh at me. I'm going to make a fool out of myself with these fake eyelashes. Alright, I'm going to try to see how much I need to cut off of this. This is just more or less measuring. Yeah, it's pretty long. Okay. So I'm going to snip a couple little lashes off. Wait, I'm gonna make sure I'm snapping the right end. Actually, did I do that wrong somehow? Hold on. Y'all bear with me. I am not an expert at this. I am learning right along with y'all. Well, honey, I probably will be horrible too, because this is the first time. I know this goes on this eye. Maybe, but how does it go? Maybe this goes on this eye because of the short ones. Okay, let's try that. I'm trying to figure that out. Huh. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm boring the heck out of y'all right now. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I think it was switched and the I just dropped it. I think how it was here, I was looking at it backwards, and I should have been looking at it this way, and that this one goes on this side instead of this one going on this side. So I think I had it switched. Okay, so this one needs to go on this one. So I'm just measuring right now so I know how much to cut off. Okay, I don't think I'm going to cut off too much, just a couple. Alright, y'all, all of y'all just kind of pray for me that I don't, like, get glue in my eye or anything. Okay, I just cut a little, well, y'all can't see. I just cut a little tip off. And she said in that video, she said that there was like a little tip right here that she likes to cut off too. And I can't remember what her name was, but I just, I looked on YouTube and just type it. Yeah, I've got some. Just typed in, what do you call it? How to apply the elf. I started to say how to apply the elf on the shelf. The elf eyelashes. Okay. I'm going to put that in the middle. Alright. Just have to lay that down. Okay. She said something like it's blue and then it turns clear, is what she had said. Okay. So I think the glue, okay, the glue is in this part and then you have the applicator here. So make sure you hold this down so you don't pour the glue out. And then I think she just kind of put it down in the glue and kind of twisted it and got some glue. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm bouncing y'all. And that light's blinding y'all in the background. I don't know if y'all can see, but there's some glue on there. Alright. Let's try this out. Okay. Okay. Alright. Here goes nothing. I'm going to actually use the tip part. She had her eyes slightly open, but I'm going to keep my eyes kind of closed. Just until I get more comfortable with doing this, and I have no idea how well this is. Alright, there's one. So there's the difference. It would very much take something getting used to. I don't think it, I mean, from the first time I've ever applied it, it's not too terrible bad. I mean, it's not too wonky. What do y'all think? Thank you. I mean, like I said, this is my first time doing this. I have never done this, guys. Never, ever, ever done this. Okay. So, I feel like I got it a little low because I feel like I can see it. But, and that just could come with getting used to it. Alright, now, question is how can I do with this one? Ooh, the glue is really sticking on that one. Thank you. Alright. I need to trim that, and my heat just came on. So it's blowing the it's blowing it everywhere. Okay, hold on just a second. I'm I'm going to hold it with my fingers for right now. And I'm going to trim off, I think it was two that I trimmed off. Okay, there's that. And like I said, there's like a little nodule on this other end. I'm going to trim it off also. I did watch the video, those of you who were talking about the magnetic eyelashes. I did watch a video on those. Those did look interesting. Okay, let me get... I feel like I got a little too low right here because I feel like I can see it, or it could be pushing down my other eyelashes. It might be that I can take mascara and do this, and maybe it'll help push them up a little bit. It doesn't tickle or anything. And I might not have put enough glue on there, but I was trying not to put too much on there, because I'm not going to wear these too long. I'm going to be going to bed in a little while. Alright. I'll try to hold this with this and get some glue out. Uh-oh, my glue is... There it goes. It was stuck. The glue stick thing. Alright. And I'm bouncing, y'all. Sorry. And I know y'all can't see. Sorry. I'm trying to hold this with my left hand and paint with my right. And okay. Thank y'all for being patient with me. I know some people, which I guess if they're not subscribed to me, they wouldn't know, but some people probably came in here and be like, this crazy fool, she don't know what she's doing. Alright, let's try this one. And I gotta make sure I have all the eye, my heat's blowing on my hair up in my eyes. Yeah, it said to put it in the center first. And then I'm going to use the end again and try to lay it down. I just think keeping your eyes closed is a less dangerous way of getting the glue in your eyes. I mean, some people, I guess, do it with their eyes open, but I feel like that's a disaster waiting to happen. Okay. I feel like this one I might not... I think I got this one off just a little bit. And I might have kind of messed up the eyelashes themselves anyway. I think you can, I didn't bring mascara in here, but I was fixing to say maybe if I bend down a little bit, y'all can see better. Yeah, I didn't think to do that. And she said to do that, but I don't know. I guess I was fumbling with it, and I wasn't thinking to actually wait. Thank you. Yeah, next time I need to kind of wait a little bit. But yeah, it is. You can definitely feel them. I think it'd be interesting to try some of those. Have y'all seen the people who do the feathers and stuff? The feather ones. Those would be interesting. But these are definitely like fun. I like them. Hey babe, let's get Brian's what he thinks. Come here. See what you think. What do you think of my eyelashes? Can you see?
Yeah. Barely. Yeah.
You like them?
Mm-hmm.
So he likes them.
Yeah.
They're different, huh?
They look cool.
I like them. They remind me of the 50s, especially with my hair back like this. I feel like I'm in like a 50s. Lynn says it's sexy. Try them with my glasses. Oh, I'll be blind because I've got my contacts in. I'll get a headache if I do that. But I guess I could do that. I'll do that later. When I take my contacts out, I'll try them. I'm sure I'm sure it'll hit. I don't know. Can y'all see from the side? I can feel it. I can definitely feel them like touching a little bit. And like I said, I don't know how well I have these glued on, which I honestly didn't want them glued on like super good because I want to be able to pull them off in a little bit. And I think you can reuse them just like a second time depending on how much glue is on there. Yeah, and these are the dramatic ones. I think they have different types, but this is the dramatic lash kit. And I got it at Dollar Tree. You can reuse it. Okay. I was thinking you could. I think it said that you could use it like a couple of times until you get too caked with glue on it. So, but yeah, I think I actually like these. I think this would be interesting to wear out, like on a date night or something, or just, I don't know, if you're just kind of in a fun mood, you know. So I definitely like them. I think I will buy some more. Yeah, especially, I wonder, how much, does anybody know how much these cost at Walmart or Target? Okay. Yeah, it says to use warm, damp washcloth and put it on there and then gently peel them off from the root. For $3 to $5. So, you know, save a couple bucks. But yeah, I think I'll definitely buy these now. I haven't tried. I know the Dollar Tree has the, is it Sassy and Chic brand that they may have in them too? Or is it the, LA Colors? I think it's the Sassy and Chic has some. I'll put the glue on before I make a mess with it. I do like the glue, and I guess that definitely means they're reusable because the glue was not one-time use. Hey, Ellie Mae! You'll have to go back and watch me looking like a fool putting them on, but I got them on. It's alright. Better late than never, right? I was getting worried that I wasn't going to be able to get on tonight because Anna Claire, she was just not acting sleepy. And I was like, please go to bed, please go to bed, please go to bed. So finally she did. And I was like, yay. Yeah, I'm just going to keep the glue for now and I'm going to store it in here. $2.75 on Walmart app. Cool. Thanks for checking that. Yeah, I can tell I definitely don't have them glued on too well. But like I said, I'm nervous about getting glue in my eyes. So if I was going to do it to actually go out, I would make sure I had them glued down better. But yeah, it's not too bad at all. Like I said, I don't know how well they're on there. Oh, okay, I'll tell y'all about the mac and cheese. I like the mac and cheese. Not everybody likes the mac and cheese. Christy Davis does not like the mac and cheese, but her husband does. Foundation brush. Yeah, I haven't seen those either. It seems like I saw some e.l.f. brushes a few weeks back, but I haven't seen them in a while. My husband did not like the mac and cheese. I like it. And it's funny because it has a strong beer taste. And I'm not a beer drinker, but I like beer flavored things like beer battered fish, or a lot of places do the, is it like beer and cheese, like the fondue and stuff, like the melting pot. So I like it, but it definitely has a strong beer taste. You can taste it more than you can taste the cheese. Yeah, he'll probably, if he's a beer drinker, he will like it. Brian is not a beer drinker, so and I mean, like I said, I'm not a beer drinker, but I might actually like the taste of beer since I like the beer mac and cheese. But I never can get past the smell of beer to actually try it. I think I've tried a sip of beer like one time a few years back, and you really couldn't call it a beer. It was I think it was Bud Light. I'm not Bud Light, but Bud with lime or something like that. So I've never tried an actual real good, like, what do you call them, imported beer, like German beer or something. I don't know. My brother, he's a beer drinker. So I'm sure at Christmas, if if I wanted a sip of beer, he would give me some. Oh, they have gluten. Yeah, what did I do with them? I'm still here, guys. Hold on. Yeah, they're probably not gluten-free because they would say it right on the package. Maybe they'll come out with one because I do know that but you know what you could do if you really wanted to try them? It would kind of be a pain in the butt, but you could use your own gluten-free noodles and just try to, because most of the powder goes down on the bottom, and maybe you could just get the powder, like, I don't know if it would be the same or not, but maybe. No, yeah, if you, let me get one of them. Hold on a second. Okay, like this one, it's not tore, but it came undone. Hey, Kristen, how are you? But I'm pretty sure they're sealed. Oh, I didn't think about that. They come, I gotta hold them here. Sorry about that, guys. They come sealed, so it's not a big deal if this is not, I'm sorry, I just banged into y'all. If this part's not taped down, that's not a big deal because in shipping and stuff, with the heat and stuff changed. Oh, awesome. Yeah, Anna Claire just went to sleep about 20 minutes. Well, I've been doing this for about 25, so she's been asleep for about 35 minutes. But yeah, if you open it and any of this is open, then yeah, I definitely wouldn't eat it. But these are still sealed, so that's the way they come. But yeah, I noticed when I got home that this one, the seal was, it's not broke, but it was not taped. Oh yeah, they do. I remember those. My mom used to get those cakes all the time, and I'm just pouncing y'all like crazy. The ones that go in the refrigerator, the square ones, I loved those cakes. Mama used to get them all the time, especially on Sundays. No, he didn't try them, but the kids liked them. My husband's a little picky about his cookies. Yeah, I haven't had one of those in a long, long time. Just in case, is there anybody in here who didn't see my other video? Just in case. These cookies are really good. You only get 7, but they're Grace Gourmet Delight is the brand. And they're premium shortbread. I can't talk. Y'all just read it because I can't talk. Premium shortbread sandwich cookies with fudge filling. And it says made with real cocoa, but then it also says artificially flavored. But this part of the cookie reminds me of the, I don't know if it's Dutch or what those cookies are that comes in the blue tin. They just put them out today, so I don't know, it might be something new, and maybe, hopefully it'll come to your area. But it reminds me of the pretzel one with the little crystals on it. That's what it reminds me of, just this part. And then this part is chocolate, so it was good. But yeah, they're just, I like how they're individually wrapped. So, whoa, I'm sorry, that just blinded y'all. Sorry about that. Anyway, they're just, so it's great just to grab, to stick in your, and they're 110 calories. Oh, that's good. Want cookies? I know, I feel like, don't go to the DT hungry. Oh, Grayson finished, I think he already threw it away. Grayson, did you throw that bag away? Grayson. Yeah? Did you throw that bag away already? Of the popcorn. Yeah, that's true, they won't. The bag of popcorn, did you eat it all? Yes. Yeah, the popcorn I got, the sweet and salty, it was by the brand Angie's. he was like, I want some more, I want some more. So I think I got like 2 handfuls out of that, and he ate the rest. So Paris really liked it too. And Grayson's like, when we go on Sunday, I want to get like 5 bags of that. And I was like, okay. I don't know if I've seen the chocolate covered pretzels or not. Did you get to see the pack? Let me see. I think, where did he throw it away? Where'd you throw it away at? Okay. It's on top, guys. I promise I didn't dig. It was literally laying on top of the trash can. But this is what it looks like. It's Boom Chicka Pop. And it's sweet and salty kettle corn. And I didn't know if it was popcorn or chips or what. But, yeah, the chocolate covered pretzels, are you talking about, like, the stick ones? Or are you talking about ones that are regular pretzel shaped? Because I feel like sometimes I've seen the, what was those things called? The flips or something? I think I've seen those at Dollar Tree some. But yeah, my kids really like this. I mean, it's only 2.25, but... Oh, thank you. I do want to do some chocolate covered pretzels, though. I want to get some of the, and I know I've seen those at the Dollar Tree, the pretzel rods. I was thinking about getting some of the pretzel rods, and, yeah, that's who it was. I thought I had seen the Flips pretzel, but I didn't get them. But I think in the past, I don't think I've seen them recently, but in the past I've seen them. And I want to say I've seen both the milk chocolate and the white chocolate. But don't quote me on that. But I really like the salt and pepper chips too. Y'all got me talking about food, and I already brushed my teeth and did my whitening and everything. Speaking of which, this is where we are. So, I don't know. I did take a before picture, so we'll see. But, yeah, I love these. These were really good. And I'm trying to think if that was... And then, of course, the Biscotti cookies. Everybody knows about those. Thank you. I can't remember who told me to do it. But if you notice it burns your gums, get some vitamin E oil. I want to say Ellie Mae told me. Was it you that said to get the vitamin E oil? I haven't got any, but that is, yeah, okay. So, Mary, if they burn, get you some vitamin E oil and rub on it. I only had it burned that one time, and it hasn't burned since. So, I think I've been careful enough not to get it up on my gums to where it does it. Yes, they're so good. The best ones I ever had were the, I think it was the Hers brand. And I'll tell you, a chip I used to love when I was in high school, and I haven't seen them probably about since high school, was I think Hers made a honey mustard chip. It was so good. I remember when I went to the Career and Technology Center, we had a break because we were there for 3 hours, and I would go to the vending machine, and I would be so sad if they didn't have the honey mustard chips. Okay, I'll have to try those. And that's what, when I saw kettle, I don't know why, I mean, it says kettle corn, but for some reason I was thinking they might be chips. So I was surprised. I was like, oh, it's popcorn, but it does say corn. Duh, Angela. Sometimes the elevator just doesn't go all the way up. But anyway, this definitely, when we find more, will be a repurchase. And, oh, I did get, Anna Claire does like these. If you have a kid and they, especially, they remind me, what I'm doing with my teeth whitening is I'm recording it every night and every morning, and then either Sunday night or Monday morning I will upload, and it will be the whole week, and it'll just be little snippets of me doing it, and that way y'all can see it as it goes. I just thought that would be easier instead of showing 2 minutes every night. I thought I would just put it all together. But if you have a kid who is still like on the Gerber graduates, like the puffs and stuff, these are a good alternative. They're very mild tasting, like those kind of puffs. They taste good enough for kids, but for adults, they don't have too much flavor. But they would be good with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like if you wanted something crunchy on the side. And, well, they're 140 calories. Yeah, they don't have too much flavor, but they're okay. But like I said, I really feel like these are more for babies. But if you're, I mean, they're really, let's see, if you were on what kind of diet could you eat these? I mean, they're 140 calories. So, I don't know. I guess you really couldn't eat these if you were on a diet. I was just going to say, if you were on a diet, it's something that has a little bit more flavor than some diet food, but never mind. But anyway, Anna Claire likes them, so I don't know if I'll repurchase them. Depends on how quick she goes through these. If she seems to really like them, then I'll get them. Bland diet. Yeah. How many carbs? I think 20 carbs. What is on my DT wish list? That is a good question. I do like the Funyuns. What did I do with it? Well, from off the top of my head, what I can remember that's on my wish list is I want the sled that, I don't know if it says Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, or maybe even says Let It Snow, but it's got the snowman. And I know it's kind of not that small, but I was trying to show it in frame. I know it's kind of small, but I would like that sign. And I would like the 'Tis the Season candle. I did haul the Aladdin cups, but I really want the Robin's Egg blue ones, because those are just very nostalgic. Ooh, yeah. I guess, I mean, it doesn't say it's for babies, but I think it would be good for babies instead of like the puffs, because you get, I don't know how much, I can't remember how much those puffs were. I think they're like $2 or $3. I don't know. Anyway, Anna Claire likes them, so I get them for her, but I probably won't eat them unless she shoves them in my mouth. She does like to feed me. And I do want the sled and the sleigh. I want the sled. The sled has the snowman. I know the difference, but I say them wrong sometimes. The snowman sled sign. That's what I mean. And the sleigh for the votive holder. And I would like to get 3 of the reindeer. And I would like to put that on my mantle in our bedroom. And then maybe put some greenery around it. But I haven't been able to find any. But if I could find the 'Tis the Season candle, I'd like to buy a few of those. And I'm trying to remember. Bolero's always on the list too. Elf products is always on my list. What's her name? Dollar Tree Trisha, and I doubt I will ever see one of these. But she hauled the, I think it was by Campbell's, and it was the soup cozies. Yeah, I'm going to start looking for that too. I just saw that after I had got back from Dollar Tree. That was an awesome find. The Dollar Trees I go to don't tend to have the really pretty art stuff. Oh, I wouldn't mind finding the, I'm sorry, my nose is kind of running. I wouldn't mind finding the, what do you call those really pretty mirrors that everybody's been hauling. The, they're like the Sunburst. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, my nose is running, and I know that's not appropriate to be doing that in front of all y'all. Oh, I missed that. Something about Walmart. What else is on my list? Nails always. Yeah, I like the mirrors, and those other mirrors too that she hauled, the Live, Laugh, and Love. Those are really pretty. Oh wow. Ooh, that sounds pretty. I like silver. I take it back. It depends on what room I'm decorating. I like pretty much all of the metal colors, and it just depends on which y'all can probably see my style from around the house. My living room is kind of a Victorian style. Yeah, I haven't seen the wooden piece with the tiles. I haven't seen those at any Dollar Tree around here. I didn't see the prayer metal boxes, but I saw the prayer jars, which I took a picture of those. That sounds pretty. Paris does have some gold sunbursts. Where did I get those? I got them. They weren't as good as $1 a piece, but they weren't terribly bad. Did I get them at Amazon or Walmart or Target? I can't remember, but Paris's room is done in an Egyptian theme. Yeah, I've started getting into the rustic farmhouse, which I like. I don't know what style. This might just be called country, but I really like a red kitchen, and I've got the y'all see my countertops. We don't have any plans to replace those anytime soon, so. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've got like Victorian in my living room, and I like nautical. I've got nautical in our bedroom, and then I kind of like the whimsical, sassy, like Anna Claire's room. I like contemporary. I don't know if I'm that much into modern, but I do like a wide variety, and I change it up. I kind of like to keep things, how do I say it? I like to, like, when I choose my wall colors and everything, I try to do stuff in a way that I can switch out my smaller pieces to change the look without having to buy huge pieces to change the look. You know what I'm trying to say? Sometimes you get in a mood to just change it up a little bit, change your style, but you just want to buy little pieces to bring in to change it. Primitive. My mom told me the same thing. She said, you need to come up here and do your little magic wand up here. I said, yeah, I was pretty proud of how I did that. So that took some forethought when I was doing that. I was like, oh, I'm going to try doing this and see, and hopefully it will edit well. So I was kind of happy how that turned out. But I do like to organize. To look at some places in my house, I know y'all are probably thinking, well, you sure don't do it a lot. And I don't get to. But I'm the type of person, I have to be motivated to do it. I've got the kitchen. I want a craft room too. They're working on my craft room. I don't know if it'll be ready by next year. Maybe. But the craft room is going to be in the attic space. And then we'll have a storage room / half bath upstairs in the other attic space. This is an old mill house. I think it was built in the 1800s. Yeah, that's rough when your house is for sale, especially if you're living in it and you have and I'm that way to a point. I'll get on this mode where I'm like, okay, I'm a minimalist. I want to get rid of everything. Now see, I was that way not too long ago. I can't hardly do it now because I wake up Anna Claire. But I have, several times I'd stay up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and just do something, but it has to be something quiet so I wouldn't wake up the whole family. But I'm the type of person where I'm like, if I get something set in my mind that I want to do it, I have to do it right then. If I don't do it right then, it's like my mind is going like this, and I'm like, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta do it. I need to do it now. Somehow I gotta make it happen now. I'm like, everything else is not important. This is what's important now, and I want to do it right now. And I don't know why. And it's like, Anna Claire was asleep last night. It was probably right before Brian went to bed. It's probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. For some reason, he was staying up a little bit later last night. And I asked him, I said, how much longer are you going to be up? He's like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, I think that gives me enough time. My closet, the way it is, it doesn't have a light in it, and the vent is in the closet, so all my clothes are shoved over to this side, and it's basically the black hole, and I can't see anything. And then I had a shift robe in my room that had blankets in it, and I thought, I mean, it just clicked with me. Take all the blankets out. I know, they're like, you're waking me up. Yeah, it's still too dark. I mean, I even tried like my flashlight and everything. It's just so, it's dark in there. So what I did was I took all of the blankets out and put them in the closet, and took all the clothes out and put them in the shift robe. Yeah, I don't know what my sleep pattern is anymore. I used to be a night owl, but now, I don't know. I just don't sleep, period, now. I'll get really sleepy 7:30. I'm dozing off. It's all I can do to hold my eyes open. And then it's like 10 o'clock when I should really start thinking about going to bed. I'm wide awake until probably 2 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, it's working for me, putting my clothes in that shift robe I have, which is a wardrobe closet. Some people call it a wardrobe closet. Some people call it a shift robe. But just a quick fix for now. And that way I can just open both of the doors, because all of Brian's clothes is in the wardrobe closet too. That's pretty much what I do, Lynn. I usually get, a good night is 4 hours for me. If I get 4 hours, I feel really good. But most of the time, I get 1 to 2 hours of sleep, and then a cat nap with Anna Claire. I always tell myself, okay, when Anna Claire falls asleep, you need to fall asleep too. She usually takes an 1.5 to 2 hour nap. But most of the time, she's asleep for an hour when I'm like, okay, I'm sleepy enough, I can go to sleep too. So then I end up getting 30 minutes sleep or so. Yeah, I tend to do that too. Brian has to work Saturday and Sunday this week, so I probably won't get sleep this weekend. But more than likely Thursday night, because he'll be off Friday, he will sleep on the couch and let me sleep in the bed so I can get caught up on my sleep. And I will probably literally just crash and just be dead to the world until probably 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Because he, days like that, he'll get Anna Claire whenever she wakes up. So, usually once every 2 weeks I get nice deep sleep. I don't know. I just do it. I just do it. I think what always gets me through is the little motto, this too shall pass, and this too shall pass. Do I take vitamins? I do not. I am not good at remembering to take pills. I will, which is a good thing that I'm not on any prescriptions. I'll get on this kick where I'm like, okay, I'm going to be a health nut. I'm going to get on this. I'll do all kinds of research, and I'm like, okay, I need to take this, and I need to take this, and I need to take this. Yeah, I mean, it's nice having the age difference, because they can kind of help out. Like, if I really need to get something done, and at the same time that Brian needs to get something done, Grayson's kind of able to entertain her, so we can have like 30 minutes just where we can run around and try to get the house back in order. My mom, bless her heart, she came down, and Dad had came down too when I had to go run some errands, and Dad stayed kind of played with Anna Claire, and Mama washed dishes and cleaned up my kitchen for me, because she's like, your house is starting to look like a hoarder's house. I said, yeah, I know, it's scary. I said, but Anna Claire won't let me do anything now. I might get my wraps out and try baby wearing her again, but she's getting bigger now, and I don't know if she'll like it. But if I get desperate enough, I might try that. She just, when she gets a little bit older, I feel like when she's 3, and she'll know the difference of when I tell her no, I mean no, and not to touch it. I want her to be involved. I wouldn't mind her. I did put her up in a chair when I was washing dishes the other day. Yes, That's why I want a Dollar Tree closet. I told Brian, I'm like, we need to clean this closet out and make it a Dollar Tree closet. But I am going to start slowing down. Y'all might start seeing more food because I know that that's something that I will eat and it will get out of here, and then I can replenish with more food. So that might be a lot of my hauls will probably start consisting of that and makeup. But anyway, I was over here washing dishes the other night, and I pulled up a little chair and let her stand there, and she just kind of stuck her fingers and played in the water a little bit, and she was fine. It wasn't too bad. But she was really wanting to get up on the counter, but I can't put her on the counter or she wants to dive in and take a bath with the dishes. Well, she won't. I tried putting her in a crib with some toys, which is kind of sort of the same thing. She hates it. I mean, she throws herself back, pitching a fit. But yeah, and it's just been the past couple of weeks because I had gotten to where I was able to do all kinds of stuff. Like when she first started walking, she would kind of follow me around. But she has this thing now that she has to see exactly what I'm doing, which is great. She's wanting to learn. Yeah, I've got stuff stuck everywhere. I really, like I said, need to clean out and organize. But I want her to be there with me and learning too, but it's right now she's learning the word no. She doesn't quite understand no. She still kind of keeps trying to touch what she's not supposed to, but when she knows I mean business, I think it'll be a lot easier to get stuff done. But yeah, she's just very involved. She wants to learn everything. You can tell her mind is going, and she just really wants to absorb everything. But I know, it's crazy, isn't it? But I think it really started that one day when I was decorating Grayson's Grayson's Christmas tree, and I put her up here on the counter. Now she thinks, oh, well, I can get up on the counter. So I shouldn't have started that. It was my own fault. I wasn't thinking. So, hey, how are you doing? But she had a good day today, and I know it sounds weird, but I started giving her just one bottle a day. It's not like I'm constantly giving it to her, but some tea. And she's so much happier since, and I'm like, what is it, like a drug or something? She's like so happy now. But it doesn't hype her up or anything, but she is. She's so, you can tell that after she gets that tea in her system, she is just really happy and back to herself. Because she had been for a couple weeks, I don't know what her problem is. She would just, for no reason, just like throw herself back and just pitch a fit and like have a meltdown. And I was like, what is going on? I would try giving her teething oil, and usually if her gums are bothering her, she will take her own finger and stick it in there. Yeah. Mom was like, maybe you should give her some catnip tea. But usually if her gums are bothering her, she'll actually take the teething oil and stick her own finger in there and rub it in there herself. So I know it's probably not her teething, but I don't know what her issue was. But the past 2 days, I've decided to just try giving her some tea, because it's hard to get her to drink. And I've tried juice and I've tried water. Like, I'll just try, because I feel like maybe she's dehydrated. And if you think about it, when you're dehydrated, it does make you ill and tired. So I think just getting that liquid in there is making her energized. And the caffeine. Well, at least you take it back. I'll be like, oh, I'll eventually use it. Or I'll be like donating it or something. I am really bad about taking things back. I will even go as far as taking it out to the car, and then I get to the place and I forget to take it in. Yeah, I'm not good at returning things. What you doing, bud? Grayson's still down here. Yeah, Yeah, it's I'm bad about it. So I am trying to that's another reason why I'm trying to make myself a list of what I'm on the lookout for. I usually my plan is I hit up seasonal. Then I hit up like cosmetics and sometimes stationery. The past few Dollar Trees I went to, their stationery aisle has been pretty much empty. Yeah, we've been on a tighter budget, so I need to hone it down. And that's my problem is I'm addicted to shopping. I really do. I love to shop, and that's why I like to go to Dollar Tree, because instead of spending $200 or $300, I do better than only spend like 40 or 50. You know, so that helps a lot. But then you come home and you're like, where am I going to put this? But once they get the attic space and everything all fixed, right now our bedroom has got boxes and boxes of Christmas in it. So, oh, I hate Walmart too. They went pretty well. What you think, Tina? I didn't injure myself. I didn't get a chemical burn or anything. So, I don't know how well they're on. I mean, after a few hours, they might start dangling and flapping in the wind. But so far, they seem pretty secure. That's true. I mean, I told Brian, I'm like, you know, at least I'm not one of these women who's really, thank you, who's really into shoes, like the expensive, like, you know, Jimmy Choo, Louis Vuitton, and all that stuff. I love to go to Walmart after midnight. I used to work at Walmart third shift, and it's the best time to go. I tell you, between 8 and 10 p.m. on a Friday night is the worst time to go. Yeah, I am too. And like I said, you can take me to McDonald's and get me a cheeseburger. I mean, not even a double cheeseburger. Just those little cheeseburgers and some fries and a shake. I'm golden. I know it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but y'all already know I'm not a health nut. I'm not. I've tried it. I've done it, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't like to buy expensive things. Yeah, their policies are different. It depends on who is there and everything. Technically, the CSM who is there on third shift should know how to do a return, but most of the time they're gonna just be sticklers about. They used to. Now, the way I haven't worked at Walmart since 2010, but it is possible to do, or it used to be possible to do, a return at the regular registers and not just at customer service, because I've done them several times on working third shift at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's possible to do it, but they just don't want to. Yeah. But yeah. Dry. My skin type is dry. Yeah, I mean, don't hold me to it, Marty, because I know they changed their POS system and everything, so it might not be that way anymore. But back when I worked at Walmart up until 2010, I know it was that way. Garage sales, yeah, they're usually yard sales is what we call them here. But I mean, they're called yard and garage sales, but most of the time they're out in the yard, so they're called yard sales. They are popular. My aunt and uncle love to go to yard sales. I am not a big yard sale person because I am not a person who gets up early at the crack of dawn to get the good deals. Now, my aunt, my uncle, he goes to bed like at 6 p.m. Because of medication. He used to. He might not now. I think he's gotten better now and he doesn't need his medication, so he might not do this anymore. But last year, he would get sleepy and fall asleep around 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and then wake up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So they would get out at 6 a.m. and they'd hit up them yard sales on Saturday mornings. And she'd find some really, really gorgeous stuff. That's weird, huh? Is it like a neighborhood Walmart or something, or is it a super Walmart? Yeah, I don't ever think about going to yard sales. Maybe when Anna Claire gets a little bit older, and if Brian ever gets to where he's not working on Saturdays, most of the time Brian works on Saturdays. Now, we do have flea markets. Do y'all have flea markets? The one in particular that we like to go to is called Jockey Lot, but it's a flea market. We haven't been in a few years, but we used to go Saturday mornings, and they have all kinds of stuff. But honestly, I feel like it's not as busy as it used to be. When I was a little girl, like every single table out there was packed. And if you don't have a flea market and don't know what a flea market is, it's pretty much a yard sale, but it's in this one big huge place. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome to find good deals like that. We do have antique shops. Yeah, I would love to go to some antique shops. I told Brian, I said, one of these days, I would like to go. You make sure to take some cash with you, because when you stop along these little roadside places, that's what they take is cash. But I told Brian I would love to go like towards the mountains one day and just stop at all these little roadside stands and stuff. Oh yeah, it's where are you, like up north? I know here in the South they're pretty cheap. We have my husband has a guy he works with who he takes stuff from people who just don't want it anymore, and then he takes it and he sells it. Yeah, I noticed on the what is that show that is on HGTV? Flea Market Flip or something like that. Usually they're up in like the New England states and stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's not everything, but some stuff. I'm like, that's kind of expensive how much they want for that, but yeah, that's. I mean, I feel like here in the South that things are cheaper anyway. Yeah, it's hard when you're used to living in a certain area and then you move. We stayed in the same state, but we just moved cities. So I used to like Flea Market Flip, but it's got to where it's just repeats over and over, and I'm like, yep, seen that, so I'm not interested in that. Or it got to where they were all doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm sure Alabama is a good place, because that's the South. Here in the South, we're awesome like that. We will and deal. There's another flea market that we have that's only opened on Wednesdays. It's really weird, but it's for some reason it's open on Wednesdays. And then the other flea markets usually open, or they used to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I think now it's just Saturday and Sunday. We did that back a few years ago. We had I think we had Satellite. And then I think it was because I think Brian had lost his job, and then I was the only one working for a while. Redo the house. Yeah, I didn't get to read all of it. Something about a couple redoing the house. Because there's a bunch of those shows. There's Chip and Joanna Gaines. Oh, do y'all remember Trading Spaces back years ago? And Hildy? Yeah. Do y'all remember the stuff Hildy did though? Go search on YouTube. And I don't know if you type in just Hildy from Trading Spaces, or if you type in, I mean, wait till I'm done going live. Y'all don't all leave me yet. Do I plan on working again? If I do, it will be maybe when Anna Claire gets in school, which I'm playing with an idea. Oh, Trading Spaces is coming back. I wonder who the designers will be. I'm playing with the idea of homeschooling Anna Claire. But if I ever do go back to work, it would definitely be part-time. which the last two jobs I had, well, now I take it back. One of them was full-time. My most recent jobs, what year was it? I think 2014 or 15. For just 1 year, I worked for a cleaning business, and we went and we cleaned doctors' offices at night after they closed. We'd go and clean from like 6 p.m. to about 4 a.m. in the morning. And, which that was fine because I could sleep while the kids were in school, and then the kids were older. Oh, wow. Now, I did like Ty, and I wonder if I liked Frank the best. I really liked him. And, well, I liked Genevieve, too. But, the most recent job I did was I worked for a trucking company. And I only worked like 3 or 4 hours at night. But I liked it. It got me out of the house. Yeah, offices are a lot better than houses. I feel like if you clean someone's house, you have to really be careful. Alright, you have a good weekend. Enjoy your company. I know, right? That's what I was kidding Brian. I told him, I said, because there's rumors that there will be a DT coming like a block away from us. I don't know if it's completely true yet, but if it does, it will be so tempting to get like a part-time job there. I felt so bad for the guy who is the manager at the DT that I go to the most. I don't know how many people he's had to fire or why he's had to fire them, but it was just him and one other person working today, and you could tell they were flying around trying to get everything done. They had, what do you call it, freight just everywhere. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I kind of got spoiled. I feel like I've got something right here. Yeah. I got spoiled where I used to live because literally there was like a DT and a Walmart 2 minutes from my house. Yeah, I feel so bad if I'm like, I feel like I should zone. At Walmart, we did what was called zoning, where you pull all the product, you rotate the stock, and you pull everything forward, and you make it look nice. That's called zoning. And sometimes it's so tempting to do it when you go into the store and you feel that everything's all messed up. You feel like we're fixing this one little area so at least it's pretty. But you can tell they make most of their money by selling seasonal and food. So they try to keep those areas pretty well stocked and looking nice. The rest of the store, it is a complete and utter mess. But they don't, it's like they just can't keep people for some reason. And he was on the phone talking to somebody today, and he was like, yeah, I had to let such and such go too. So apparently it was more than one person. And I don't know if it was for not showing up or what it was for, but you could tell he was just running around. He was frazzled. And the one guy that was helping him and that was stocking, he's the one that he had dropped these cookies. He was trying to hurry up and grab them and run them and, get them all stocked. And they had fallen all over the floor. And I said, well, that's one way to sell your product. Just scatter it all over the floor and say, hey, look at this. I said, well, you sold me. So actually, it was cool that he did that because I probably would not have noticed these cookies if he didn't do that. So everything happens for a reason. So that was good. I really do like those cookies. I'll have to look for them. Hopefully they'll have them where they poke out at me, because some stuff is kind of stuck behind stuff because they have so much food and stuff. It's like it's just crammed on the shelf and you have to really kind of dig. And the same way with stationery. I should have taken pictures of it, but I was kind of in a hurry this morning. They did have some of those stickers with the glitter in it and the water. The Dollar Tree toilet paper, I buy it if I'm in, like if I don't feel like going to Walmart. And I do have some in there now. It's not my favorite. I like the Walmart brand of the Charmin. Yeah, the bath bombs were hanging at my store too. I had made my Dollar Tree wish list, and I always forget to add stuff on there. Because I'll watch YouTube videos and I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted that too. I need to write that down. But I had me a nice long list, and I can't remember everything. But the main things I always look for are the elf, the bolero, and the fingernails. Those are like and my cookies, if I can find those. And I've got Indie Mama ×3. Kristen, she's sending me the lemon cookies. I'm excited to get those. And I'm probably going to love them. And I'm not going to be able to find them anywhere around here. There's another Dollar Tree I haven't been to in a while. I need to go back to it. I might go to it Sunday. Let me get some water. Oh, here's my tea. I actually forgot about that. I'm sorry, I got a tickle in my throat all of a sudden. Since I've already been to that Dollar Tree that's closest to us, I might go to a different one. Which cookies? The Grace cookies? These cookies, Mary? Or the coconut or biscotti? There's just too many good cookies at Dollar Tree. I am seriously thinking about the lemon ones. I'll have to look again and see, but I haven't seen them jump out at me. And I want to get some more of the Butter Rum Lifesaver candies. Those, well, hopefully you'll find some of those cookies soon, Tina. They're really good. If you like the chocolate and orange type stuff, they're really good. Oh, I didn't have any of the biscotti cookies out over here. They're different. They're really hard to explain because the top part reminds me of that magic shell stuff that kind of crackles. I know, that's true. I guess I could start telling y'all where I got items. And y'all feel free to ask that. If y'all see me haul something, and, you know, and you don't know what you're kind of wondering, just ask me and I'll tell you which aisle I got it in. Yeah, I've been wondering where the yeah, that's true. It would be. But the only problem is I think every Dollar Tree is different. I mean, like seasonal stuff is of course going to be with seasonal. That's cool. I have not seen those except for, who hauled those? Nikki, I always want to call her Nikki Burgess. Nicole Burgess. I even said that on one of my videos, and I had to go back and edit it and with me saying the right name. I had, oh, it was one week when I had got a bunch of fake fingernails, and I was like, Nikki Burgess, I got fake nail wasted. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. That's not her name. And I had to go back and reshoot that one spot and edit it in there so I'd have her name right. Yeah, I didn't see many good tumblers today. I feel like Dollar Tree Trisha finds stuff early too. Yeah, they do. So that, I mean, that's what, I mean, I could kind of tell you where I get stuff, but it just depends on, and it varies from Dollar Tree to Dollar Tree too, because, I mean, I can't think of anything in particular, but I know not every Dollar Tree, I think it would be cool if all the Dollar Trees were set up exactly the same, but I know it's hard for them to do, because, some Dollar Trees are in older buildings and some are built brand new buildings, so it's just hard for them to, same thing with Walmarts. That drives me nuts when I go to Walmart and I know it's general merchandise side and grocery side, but I always say Walmart side. And I actually, when I worked at Walmart one time, I told them, I was like, I made an announcement over the intercom. And it was around Christmas time, too. And I was like, we will be closing the Walmart side at 10 p.m. Attention, at 10 p.m. the Walmart side will be closing. My assistant manager came over my walkie and said, Angela, I didn't realize we had a Walmart side. And I was like, well, I didn't think people would know what general merchandise meant. How late are you? Oh, I'm 70 minutes in. This is how my eyelashes turned out. I didn't harm myself. Speaking of Walmart, next time you go to Walmart, if you don't already have one of these, I know we're talking about tumblers. I think these are $12 or something, but it's still cheaper than the Yeti. The Ozark cups, they work just as well, if not better, than those Yeti cups. We got one for Brian, and I want to get me one too. I love it. It really, you could still hear ice in there. And this was crushed ice, and it was put in there for probably 5 hours ago, maybe. And it was like fine crushed ice. Okay, maybe it was $10. Maybe it was. I can't remember. Sometimes honestly, if it's something I really want, and I've been wanting it for a while, I don't pay too much attention to the price, but thank you. Honey, you can go back and watch it and laugh at me getting these things on. But yeah, I don't know how well I got them. I might start talking here in a little while, and y'all gonna look, and I might have one drooping, but they're on pretty even. For my first time, I think I did all right. But yeah, I think this is my favorite cup. I do have the Tervis cups and stuff, or should I say I used to have Tervis cups. Paris has about lost them all. Oh, yeah, if you want something to keep your hot chocolate hot, definitely go to Walmart and get the Ozark. I think they also have them in camo, so if you can't find them in this, just look inside and make sure that the insulation is, the inner is the stainless steel, and it should be the same thing, but maybe just a different color on the outside. But these are really good, and I don't think they sweat, but I really like these. Camping section. That's at my Walmart. They were over there in sporting goods. They had them, since it's getting Christmas time, the last time I was at Walmart, they had them out in, y'all have to forgive me because I'm going to say terms because I used to work at Walmart. They used to have it in what's called Action Alley, which is just the middle part. Like when you're walking down the aisles, the big middle part, and they have the pallets. That, I don't know if they still call it Action Alley, but at my Walmart, we used to call it Action Alley. But anyway, sometimes they have it there. But this one in particular, we got over there either automotive or camping. But right over there is like sporting goods, automotive. Most Walmarts that I go to, automotive and sporting goods are kind of meshed together. So one of those two sections, you should be able to find it. Housewares might also have them because it depends on who stocks. Some people, sometimes stockers, they're not trained and they don't know where to put stuff and they just shove it anywhere they can. So, try those 3 places. Housewares, sporting goods, and automotive. Yeah, those 3 places. But I want to get me one. They also have them. They also have them on Amazon. So if you're a person who likes to online shop, Amazon has them too. And it's just the Ozark Trail is what they're called. So, but yeah, I like it. I like it because if Anna Claire gets a hold of it, it's got a lid on it. And yeah, some's still going to spill out. But the whole thing won't spill out like it would if it just had it open. I do need to try out my Aladdin cups. But I just know for sure. Yes, we do have a Costco in our area. I have not seen the decals, but honestly, I forget to look in that section where people find, kind of up there near the registers. I know there's all this one little section that's got like keychains and notebooks and little odds and ends. I always forget to look in that section, and I feel like that the decals would probably be in that section. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't seen them, but I'm just trying to think retail where they would put it, and that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm thinking about I'm sorry, I'm going to take my socks off. My feet were cold a while ago, so I put some on. I think I'm going to try a different Dollar Tree. I haven't been to this one. It's been almost a month, maybe even over a month. Yeah, I forgot about it, and then I thought about it. I was like, oh, I need to go to that one. Yeah, the employees get stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I want to get this. That's what I feel like. I honestly feel like the employees are getting the boxes of Bolero and hiding it. I really feel that that's what they're doing. They're like, this stuff is awesome. I'm going to keep this stuff and I'm going to sell it on eBay or something. I don't know. They're probably just keeping it for themselves or for Christmas presents. But yeah, all the stores around here, I'm like, you got any Bolero? Because the store... Yes, I have. I can't get them right now because Anna Claire's asleep. But I got the I call it a raspberry color. The hot pink and purple and teal. I got those, and they're kind of glittery. So I did get those 4. Crafts and More with Donna Jackson's hooking me up on Bolero. So I'm not too upset about the Bolero. So, and I'm... Of course, we'll hook her up with anything that I can find that she wants to. But, what was I? Yeah, they look really pretty. I was thinking about saving them for springtime. You know what, y'all? I got to give y'all a different review on these Impress nails. I'm actually liking them now. And this is without using... my glue. This is just taking them, peeling the little back off and sticking them on. I like them. I really do. And I think my problem is I did not push my cuticles back enough last time I did it. And I didn't get it flush enough because I haven't had too much. My hair still gets stuck in it a little bit, but not like it was. And it's not lifting that bad. I put these on... If you have pretty nails, don't wear false nails. I have wretched nails. That's why I wear false nails. And that's why I tell Paris, because Paris is like, oh, I want to try some nails. And I'm like, honey, they'll probably, I mean, I'm not saying they'll definitely mess up your fingernails, but if you're a person who has pretty nails already, I would do the stickers instead. You know, like the jamberry stuff. Well, if yours are thin and bright, then... yeah, I would definitely go ahead and use the fake nails. I love them because mine are that way. I've gotten, are you a person who have you worn fake nails, not fake nails as in you put them, but have you ever went and got your nails done and got the tips and stuff? Okay. Yeah, Paris says she had troubles with them. I don't know what the little tip is with those, but some people like the stickers, but I don't know. I don't know if you have to kind of rough your nails up a little bit to get them to stick or what, but yeah, I've noticed that since I pushed my cuticles back and really buffed and everything, that okay. Then you just naturally have nails that are like mine. Mine are because I've got mine done on and off so much. Yeah, I haven't been able to get the stickers to work either. I've heard reviews that people like them, but for me personally, I don't know what special thing they do to make. I don't know if it's better to put a clear coat on first and why it's still tacky to stick the stickers on. I don't know. They also have, I haven't tried them because honestly it's a choking hazard, and right now I don't need any other choking hazards in my life. But those, I took pictures and I forgot to put them in the video a few weeks back. They had the little, what do you call it? You know the polymer clay, and they make the long skinny canes, and they look like fruit and stuff, and then they slice it, and then you could put those on your nails. They had some of those at the Dollar Tree. But they were cute. They had limes and lemons and watermelons. Oh, thank you. And you could totally do it. I have only been doing this for 2 months. Sunday is my 2-month anniversary, and I get more comfortable with every video. If you'll watch my very first video, it's a Dollar Tree haul. By the way, that truck video that we uploaded like 7 years ago, that was my husband. That was his truck. I don't even think he talked on the video. We don't have that truck anymore, but it was that was his dad's truck. And I don't know, we just left it. I mean, it was on YouTube and a lot of people liked the video, so we just left that video up. But we don't have that truck anymore. But yeah, my first one, I do not. Oh. Oh, thank you. No, I don't have like girlfriends and stuff I do things with. Honestly, most women my age, I don't want to say we don't get along. I feel like I don't have a lot in common with them. Yeah, the first video is always the most memorable because you could tell your voice is all shaky and you're just all like, oh my gosh, how does my voice sound? I don't know if I like how my voice sounds. Oh, people are going to see this video. Oh, you know, and it's just kind of like panic mode, but it's exhilarating at the same time, especially whenever YouTube sends you, congratulations, your video is uploaded. It's just very, yes, very much a nervous mess. Yeah, I had a small circle of friends in high school, but Grayson, don't be too loud, baby. I have YouTube friends. My mom is my best friend, and that's what I'm hoping, you know, with my daughters and stuff, hopefully we can be best friends. Paris is not a shopper. Her and I, we still try to have girl time and everything, but I've always been more mature for my age, and I got along better with people older than me or younger than me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love YouTube. It's just awesome. And definitely... And that is hard too, when you're the one that's married and you have kids, and then none of your friends are married and they're all single. So a lot of them tend to live the party life, and you don't want to. Thank you, Lynn. You're so sweet. Oh, thank you. I don't know. I enjoy going out shopping with my mom and my aunt, and of course they're older than me, and now when I go out, I am a talker. I will, if I'm standing in line with somebody, I'll strike up a conversation, especially if the line's taking a while, just to kind of pass the time. YouTube it's a family. It's a YouTube family. I feel like it's a step further than virtual friends, because like chat rooms, you don't really see each other, but if you make videos and you watch somebody that makes videos, you get to kind of see each other, and you get to see how your personality is, and then you can do friend mail and, you know, exchange addresses and stuff and send each other stuff. So it's awesome. And one of these days, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it right now, but one of these days I do want to try to maybe do pocket letters. I don't know when I will get to that, but someday. Yeah, I've got, I have a couple of people who are kind of close by who are in South Carolina. I know, I mean, she doesn't even know I exist because of how big of a channel she is, but Do It on a Dime, Catherine, she's not that far from me at all. I think she's only like 2-3 hours away from me. But like I said, she doesn't even know my channel exists right now. But I am excited. We're going to go to the, what did I tell y'all it was called? The one on Freedom Drive, the Dollar Tree on Freedom Drive. Yeah, I love Lisa's hauls too. I'm trying to remember what are pocket letters. Okay. I did not know what pocket letters were. Hold on a second. Let me try to read this. Who's DIY today? I missed something. Somebody's DIY. Pocket letters are the, you know the little things that you organize baseball cards in? They're like little plastic see-through thing, and they got pockets in them, and you could put baseball cards in them. Dude on Dime. The last thing I saw her do was the candy cane wreath, kind of like what I did, but hers was with the mesh. And she did hers where it wasn't, yeah, card collector sheets. Thank you, Tina. Sometimes I can explain things, but I can't tell you what they're actually called. It's like the other day. It was so random. I was trying to tell Brian to hand me a cup, and I could not think of the word cup, but I thought of the word drinking vessel. I said, can you hand me a drinking vessel? But I could not think of the word cup. How random is that? But yes, the collector cards, and I just forgot what they were called again. Anyway, you take them and you decorate them, and then you put little presents and stuff in them. You put stickers, you put washi tape samples. It's really a big thing for crafters. If you're not that big into scrapbooking and journaling and planning and stuff, they might not be as interesting to you. But that's mainly the people who do it, or people who scrapbook, journal, and do planning. And then they just send, sometimes they send little tea bags, anything that can fit down in those little pockets. And like I said, I've never done one. I didn't know these things existed till 3 months ago. Yeah, there you go. Just type in pocket letters. I don't know how I came across them. I was like, what's a pocket letter? And then I just started, I always want to say Google, but I Googled on YouTube is basically what I did. I typed in the search engine on YouTube to find out about them. But, well, I guess Catherine from Do It on the Dime was the very first one to get me into the Dollar Tree hauls. But it was very random. Yeah, and I think that's what I would like to do starting out, is the mini ones where you make 3 out of 1. Of course, I've seen somebody haul, I don't know if it was from Michael's or AC Moore or Hobby Lobby. Someone hauled the little pocket letter type things, and they were different sizes. Who was that? Was that one of y'all? I watch so many of y'all and try to support so many of y'all. I get sometimes y'all confused on who did what. But somebody hauled something, and it was really neat. One of them was like, I think 4 big ones, and one of them had only 6, and then some of them were the standard 9. But they were different sizes, and I can't remember if they got it on sale at Michael's or where. But those were really neat, because you could put like a whole big like greeting card in one of them. It was interesting. But anyway, it's just fun. It's kind of like modern day pen pals. But what I try to do with my Fun Fridays is I try to send a card with, I call it sort of kind of a pocket letter, but it's not a pocket letter. But I put samples of stuff in there, like stickers and little post-it notes and stuff like that. I try to kind of do it like a pocket letter, like as far as the stuff that's in it. That's what I try to do. So that's me kind of tiptoeing into it without actually doing it. But that's something I will eventually like to do. I am getting excited about, oh, I need to make a video again, because I don't know why I did. If y'all will learn anything about me, I am a planner. I am not necessarily, well, I can procrastinate too. But when I get excited about something, it's like I got to talk about it right then. And I did a video on the Christmas card exchange, and I need to make a new one because I've gotten so many more subscribers since then. But I think what I'm going to do is try to get everybody's names and addresses. I need to make the video this week. And then try to get everybody's between now and December 1st. And then I think between December 1st and maybe the 12th, something like that, I'm going to try to get everybody's filled out and then start mailing them so everybody can get them before Christmas. Maybe I should start doing it before then. I have not done Christmas cards in forever. What day do y'all normally ship Christmas cards out? Do y'all like December 1st? Okay, ship them out. Or like the day after Thanksgiving? Okay, it's time to put... When do y'all mail Christmas cards? Because it's been a hot minute since I've done Christmas cards. It's like I don't want to do it too early, but then I don't want to do it too late. Because I know people like to decorate with them and have them out for the season. So I don't want people to be like, well, you know, it's only 7 days before Christmas and I'm just now getting a card. So I don't know. Maybe I should go ahead and do them and start mailing them. Actually mail them December 1st. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I will make a video on it. Oh, okay. December 5th. Yeah, that's probably better to try to do it at least the first week in December. I had gotten to where, I don't know if all of y'all have seen, but I've talked about this on the video before, but I've battled depression on and off since I was like 12, and YouTube has actually helped the first week of December. Okay, so I need to get on top of that. I might, tomorrow's Saturday, I think I'll go ahead and make my video, and then that way everybody can send me who wants to do the Christmas card this week, and then like, what is it, the 24th is next Friday, then I can start addressing them and get them sent out December 1st. That's what I'll do. I've got to have a plan. I'm such a planner. Anyway, some years I'll be kind of depressed and stuff, and that's kind of where I haven't done Christmas cards, because I'm just, this is the first Christmas in a long time I've really been excited about Christmas. I mean, I was excited last year too, because I had Anna Claire and everything, but she was so little and everything, but this year we can really... Yeah, or a P.O. box. And it's not for me to share. It is if you want to get a card from me. I am not going to share your addresses. I promise. It's just for me to send a card to you. I'm not sharing your addresses. If you see somebody on here that you want to ask for their address, their email address, and email them and send it, that's your prerogative. You can do that. But I personally am not sharing anybody's addresses. No, I won't do that. But yeah, if you want to do a card exchange with me personally, that's what it's for. That's it. And I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for the 12 days of Christmas. I want to do something. I've got part of it worked out, but not all of it. But I've got plenty. I think I've got like the next 3 or 4 months for Fun Friday for the Angela's Fabulous. Okay, my email is located in the description box. It, of course, won't be on this one because this is live, but any of my videos I've made, I think it'll say need to contact me, and it's briangela@bellsouth.net, and that's my email address. And I don't have it in here for me to look. I think I have it on my About. If you go to my channel and click About, if I don't, when I get off of here, I will type it in there real quick, but I'm pretty sure I have it there. But it's just Brian and Angela merged together, and Brian is spelled with an I, and it's at bellsouth.net. And guys, it's because whenever we came up, or when I came up with it, it was the whole Brangelina thing that was happening back. Do y'all remember? I mean, that was back what? Was it 2000 or something like that? I mean, yeah, we've had this email address forever. Make me one for just, you know, I probably need to do that. I really do, because my email is getting flooded, but I guess I need to do that. But honestly, most of the stuff I get as far as email is junk mail. And I only look at the YouTube stuff now anyway. Most everything else I just delete and then just look at the YouTube stuff. So it hasn't bothered me too much. But I might check into that. Or at least create a folder to put them all in. But I use, mainly for y'all's comments, I go to Creator Studio. And that's where I can go through and heart everybody's comments and everything. Because what I was doing was clicking on the notifications, but every time I did that, it, of course, is playing my video. And now that I'm monetized, I think you can actually get in trouble if you keep clicking on your video and you play it, because they think that you're trying to up your AdSense money by watching the ads. So I've been careful not to do that so much and just to go to Creator Studio. Yeah, and I just, I like the desktop version, because the desktop version, I can give y'all a heart. If I do it under the app, all I can do is like it, but I like to give y'all hearts, because I love y'all. So I gotta give y'all hearts. But, yeah, I'm excited for Christmas this year. And it's not necessarily about buying gifts and all that stuff. I think you have to have 10,000 views. It's not the sub count that matters. It's the views. When you have 10,000 views, you can monetize. And what helped me is because we had that video. I mean, I think I'm almost at 50,000 views now, but we had that video with the truck, and I had already had 25,000 views on it. So that gave me a head start. But yeah, once you hit 10,000 views, you can monetize. And it's I mean, you can get there quick. You can get there just more videos you make. I mean, that's why I'm so gung-ho. If y'all notice, I like make sometimes 3 and 4 videos a day. It really helps. But I tell y'all what helped me the most, and it was a blessing, and it was just a complete and utter fluke. What helped me was my candy cane wreaths. The burlap and then the ornament wreath. I have gotten a lot of views, and I think a lot of my subscribers have come from those too. Yeah, they do. And they've done that to me too. And I'll just click the I want to review, and usually, because there's nothing wrong with it, when I go back and check the next day, they've remonetized it for me. I don't know if it's because she's dumpster diving. My lips are starting to feel. I don't know if it's because she's dumpster diving that they have a problem with it. But you know, I actually looked that up, and it says it's not illegal to dumpster dive. It's the, see? Yeah, I know a lot of my subscribers came from the candy cane. So that is what really helped my channel to grow, was those candy canes. Those were just a blessing, because I did them differently, my own way, and people liked how I done them. So that's what helped my channel to grow. But my channel is slowing down. I was on track. That's why I set the goal to get 1,000 subscribers by Sunday, because it was growing pretty good, and now I've just stopped. I'm sorry, I'm picking at my lip, and that's really gross. But anyway, I'm kind of going off. Y'all don't want to hear about all that. Oh, I'm at 874 now? Yeah, that's right, 874. And it was the strangest thing. And I probably watched this way too much. I need to quit paying attention to it. And that's why sometimes I just try to walk away and not look. But before I went to bed last night, I was at 860. And then well, not before I went to bed. Before midnight, we'll say that. Then at 1:30, for some reason, I was down to 851. I was like, 9 people just randomly unsubscribed. I was like, okay, that's weird. So I don't know. It's taken me a while to get to this 900. It's like I was building really, really fast, and I don't know. I think the momentum from the candy canes is slowing down now. Well, that's awesome. I mean, anyway, anything that you can do, it's just, I don't know, you just kind of have to think of creative ways to, and that's kind of why I tried to do the, help me get 1,000 subscribers giveaway with the fingernails, but I don't know. I haven't got too many comments on it, which is not a big deal. I mean, you can't make people do stuff, so it's not a big deal. I mean, I am happy and blessed with who I have, and honestly, I feel like I have 40 or 50 of y'all who are, what is the word? You watch all my videos. You are there. You're, dedicated? That's not the word. You know what I'm saying. Y'all are my peeps. And I'd rather have y'all than a billion people who aren't that way. You know, I am happy with my small family. You know, if I don't grow anymore, and honestly, I didn't do this thinking, oh, I'm going to become a huge YouTuber. I did this because I wanted to do it as a hobby, and I thought maybe I'll meet some nice, friendly people, and it's just something for me to do, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and it gets boring, and it gets lonely, and sometimes you start talking to yourself. So if I want to talk to myself, why not make a video? And I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to y'all. Oh, me. Yeah, and I need to start paying attention to that, but I don't know why. I tell myself, I'm like, you know, you don't need to let it bother you that people you know what I mean. That people click the button and unsubscribe to me. It's fine. I mean, not everybody likes this bubbly personality. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I don't claim to be, but like I said, I do. I love everybody who is y'all, what is the word? It's not dedicated. Have I had any bad comments? I have not really had any bad comments, thankfully. I've had some thumbs down. Yeah, and I think YouTube really is a really good cure for loneliness. I mean, it really is. It helps me so much. And I'll tell y'all what, YouTube helps me get off my butt on days that I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to sleep. I'm like, no, you promised that you were going to do this, and you get up and you do it. People are waiting for this video, and you do it. I know, right? Some people are very, very dry, I guess, and they don't like the bubbly personality, you know, but yeah, I mean, I'm bubbly most of the time, but sometimes I can be not bubbly, but I feel like people, when you watch YouTube, you want some, you know, you want a bubbly personality. My husband, we were joking with him, he's very dry sense of humor. Okay, I'm looking forward to those, Mary. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to please everybody, and I know doing YouTube, you do kind of have to have thick skin. I'll tell y'all the funniest thing. I think it was the Candy Cane DIY. I got my very first thumbs down. Do y'all know what I did when I got my first thumbs down? I laughed. I told my mom, I said, I'm big enough now that somebody gave me a thumbs down. Yeah, I mean, I think if it got to that point, I would probably have to change the privacy settings to where I would have to review the comments before that. But thankfully, I have not had any trolls yet. I honestly don't know if I don't know if you can report them or not. I know the whole reason that they changed, because they just changed this. Okay, you can report them. Awesome. They just changed it this past year that you have to have the 10,000 views to monetize. And the reason is because of the trolls. People were stealing other people's videos and making their own YouTube channel. So, they've made it to where you have to get 10,000 views, and then they kind of review you to make sure that you're a real not necessarily that you're a real person, because trolls are real people, unfortunately, too. Not very nice people, but they are. But to make sure that you are the one making your videos. And I noticed that because I've watched YouTube for years. And I noticed that sometimes I was watching videos. Yeah, they did. They just make a new username and stuff. Yeah, I think he notices that I'm more happy, and that I do try to. My mom this morning, she was like, "Oh, your makeup looks so good." She's like, "You really need to do it more often." Which sometimes with Anna Claire, I do good if I get clothes on, and that's another thing about YouTube. YouTube makes me get clothes on every day. Yeah, it is. It is. That's true. Very true. And you know what I like to do? I like to kill people with kindness. You know what we say in the South, bless your heart. That's just what we say. That's our way of, yeah. But, yeah, thankfully I haven't had any trolls. But yeah, I did notice that, certain videos that I had seen, I was going back and I'm like, wait a minute. I've seen this video before, and this is not the purse. I missed the last part of that. I was trying to read in my mind. I couldn't. Something about dressed. That's right. YouTube gets you out of bed in the morning. But yeah, I honestly, I was bad about wearing the same clothes. I would get up and I would get dressed, but I would wear the same clothes for like 3 and 4 days in a row because I wasn't going out anywhere and getting dirty and stuff. But now I'm like, I'm making a video. They're going to be like, you need to change your clothes. You've been wearing those same clothes for a few days now. Do you own any more clothes? So I make sure I try not to wear the same clothes the next day. I do try to do that. But yeah, I used to be bad about that. But well, there you go. I need to start doing that. And I'll tell you, Mary, that's good that you have the confidence to do. For most YouTubers, that is the hardest thing for them to do, is to go through a store and talk and make a video. Yeah, and I do. I mean, I try to fix up for y'all. I mean, some videos I don't. Some videos I know I look horrible. And y'all could probably learn to tell my mood by my appearance. But I don't know. I love doing YouTube. It's been awesome. I really do. I wished I would have started earlier. I don't know why I didn't. But it was not like a planned thing. I literally woke up one morning and said, "Hey, I'm going to do YouTube." I mean, literally. Most people don't do that. Most people think, YouTube, it's kind of interesting. Maybe I'll do that someday. I'll look into it. Maybe I'll do it. I'm sure you look fine. I think I've said it before, we are our own worst bullies. We think we look horrible, and everybody else is like, you look better than I do. So, you know, we bully ourselves. We always think that somebody looks better than us. And I think that's the big thing, is having your own confidence. I know, oh, I didn't think I'd be able to show my face. And you don't have to. To be a YouTuber, you do not have to show your face. Bargain Beauty, she has, what is it, guys? Does she have 10,000 subscribers now? She never shows her face. But I think that's to protect herself because she dumpster dives. I'm sorry, guys. My nose is just pouring water. It's all it is just pouring water. But yeah, I mean, and I'm bouncing out. I have got my camera, well, it's my phone, hooked up and I keep running into the cord, so I'm making y'all bounce, and I'm trying not to make y'all drunk. Yeah, you could totally, I mean, that's the great thing about YouTube. It's your channel and you can do whatever you want. Yeah, you could make your channel be about whatever you want and do whatever you want. So I'm trying to see if these are still holding up. I'm kind of getting used to them. I don't feel them as much now. So you do get used to them after a while. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done fake eyelashes. I'm sitting here staring at these cookies. I need to put them up because I don't need them. I already brushed my teeth. And that's the thing too. I try to, like, if I know I want to eat, I'm going to brush. Thank you. Move the cookies. I know, right? Dumpster diving is not illegal. It is illegal is what all fake. Oh, I have the fake eyelashes? Or is the dumpster diving fake? I'm confused. Share the cookies, please. Here. Y'all want some cookies? Yeah, the dumpster diving is not illegal. It's the trespassing that is illegal. So basically, if you get caught trespassing is the illegal part. And I think as long as I actually Googled this and not necessarily researched it, but I Googled it. Thank you. Yeah, anyway, I Googled it, and it's not illegal to dumpster dive. It's illegal to dumpster dive in a dumpster that says no trespassing. So if it says no trespassing on it, then that's technically it's trespassing, so that part is illegal. But yeah, and I think technically it's only illegal if you get caught. So, I don't think I could ever dumpster dive, but yeah, I think the stuff that she gets out of the dumpster is just awesome. And it's sad what all the stores throw away. It's sad how much we waste here in America. And I'm bad to, my mom's like, you don't have to worry about Angela hoarding because she constantly cleans stuff out. Put camo on them, then they can't see you. You're invisible. Yeah, that's not something that I could ever do. I couldn't. Hats off to her for doing it. I couldn't do it. But she does get some. She gets some awesome things. But yeah, I think that's probably why, mainly to protect herself, that she doesn't show her face. Yeah, I mean, she finds, especially like at the drugstores and stuff, I can't get over some stuff they throw away. Y'all are being funny. Must be the TV. I'm recording the Sweetest Christmas. If it's still on, it might be off by now. You have a good night, Tina. Thanks for joining us tonight. And have fun with your son this weekend. Oh, that's awesome. Bath and Body Works. Yes, that would be an awesome place to dumpster dive. Can y'all imagine how good the dumpster smells? I mean, most dumpsters, of course, stink. But could you imagine how good Bath and Body Works dumpster has to smell? It's got to smell amazing. Because you know it's probably got broken wallflowers and body sprays and stuff like that in there. It's got to just smell of course, I don't know. It could be so much, and that, yes, Ulta too. You know, I have never set foot in an Ulta because I know it's expensive. But one of these days, I think for maybe Paris's birthday, because her birthday's around tax time, I would like to take her and I there. Yeah, I figured. I'm like, if you're gonna go dumpster diving, go to Bath and Body Works where it smells really good. And there used to be, I don't know if they were everywhere, but was it called the Body Shop? There used to be something years ago that I always got confused with Bath and Body Works. Yeah. I can't imagine them actually throwing Coach purses away. That's just a sin. I mean, how dare they? Seriously? I didn't even think about that. The high-end stores and stuff. Yeah, the Body Shop. I remember there used to be this smell called Leap, and it was an oil, and it had the little applicator, and oh, it smelled so good. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I saw that, the Michael Kors purse. It's just crazy. I don't understand. Why don't they donate it? They should, instead of throwing it in the dumpster, they should donate it to Dollar Tree and let Dollar Tree sell it for $1. Win-win. Or take it, instead of throwing it in the dumpster, they could set up a tent outside and just put free. Instead of just wasting it in the dumpster. I mean, do that before throwing it in the dumpster and it ended up in a landfill. Yeah, I think that's something I don't know that y'all will ever catch me doing, because the one time I did it, I would end up getting arrested. It would be my luck that I would get caught. I mean, there would be no cop for 30 miles around. The second I set a toenail in the dumpster, there'd be 50 cops surrounding me. That's just my luck. Oh. Oh, really? Okay. I was big, a few years back, I was big into the Vera Bradley purses. I had a couple cabinets full. I went to the, I want to say that it was in Atlanta, and they only did it for 1 year because supposedly they lost too much money doing it. I don't know. But they had this big sale where it was 60 or 70% off or something. Now I think they only do it at their headquarters where they're made. But I left with 2 trash bags full of Vera Bradley. And y'all know Vera Bradley smushes flat because it's quilted stuff. So yeah, I had a bunch of stuff. And then I ended up selling a bunch of it. Yeah, I haven't been, my go-to here lately, because it's a diaper bag, is the Jujube Light. And I like it because I think I only paid $35 or something for it, because I got it used. If I buy something high quality, I try to go on Facebook to the groups and get it used. Do you still have Kmart's, Mary? All of ours, I think, are pretty much gone. I think we have one. But here lately, if I'm by myself, I take the Be Quick, the Jujube Quick, and it's like a like a wristlet. Yeah, no, I take it back. I think I still have 2 Kmart's within, I'll say 40 minutes of me. Well, maybe 30 minutes of me. Yeah, but most of the Kmart's are now gone. But I can remember when I was super itty bitty, there was no Walmart's around here. It was Kmart. And my mom used to work at Kmart, and Brian used to work at a Kmart, actually. Poshmark. I did it one time, because the first time you did it, I think it was free shipping, and I think I got Anna Claire some sleepers or something. You should do it. I did do those. You'll have to go back and look at my videos. I did a what's in my Jujube Quick, and what's in my Jujube Light, and what's in my emergency bag, which was the fuel cell. I did those 3 videos. those were some of my first videos, so you'll have to scroll. I know I've done like 150 videos. You'll have to scroll way down. If I remember, after I'm done with this, I will try to go back. If you'll comment somewhere on this video, I'll try to go back and link it for you. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I used to love it. I mean, I still love Vera Bradley, but I'm not big into it like I used to be. But, I mean, I still have a couple. I have, I like the hipsters. If I'm going shopping, like out thrift storing, especially, I love the hipsters. But like I said here lately, if I have Anna Claire with me, I've got my Jujube light. And I do like it because it is light. I like bags that are light because most of the time I'm going to put 20 pounds worth of stuff in there. So I need to be light. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, my mom, I think she still has. I pretty much hooked my whole family up. I have not tried the Wish app. Yeah, I haven't tried. I mean, I looked and they look like they have some interesting stuff, but I have not tried it. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to put these on either. I thought I'm going to give everybody a good laugh, but they're on. So, I'm getting used to them. I kind of am starting to like them. I might have to, like, start, I don't know, stocking up on these things. I like the e.l.f. ones, at least. These are the ones I tried, so. And these are, like I said, anybody that's just showing up, this is the Dramatic Lash Kit. So, I liked it. You had a Google Vera Bradley. They're quilted purses. Yeah, I like Vera Bradley. Vera Bradley, I feel like it's not as popular as it was, say. I feel like in 2006 to 2010ish. I think maybe 2012, I think was when they were really, really popular. But I honestly quit, I could not attest to it now. But I felt like in 2000, what was it? It was the year that they had the dark Holler is Good. Yeah, I've heard good reviews on that. And I haven't shopped it yet. I'm an Amazon girl because I got my Amazon Prime. So I haven't done it. But I feel like the year they did the Night Owl and the, I'm trying to remember the names of those patterns. I felt like the material was not as nice as the year before. I feel like the year that they did the Java blue and the mod floral pink and stuff, I feel like that was really, really good quality. And then the following season, I felt like their quality just wasn't there. Now, they might have brought it back up to par, but I know the cotton itself, not necessarily how the bag was made, it was the material itself. It was almost like you could tell it had been printed on or something. Like if you looked really close, you could see white coming through. I don't know how to explain it. It felt cheap or something. But like I said, they might have improved it since then. I do like my bag. I do have, and I can't remember. I think it's in Flower Power or something. So maybe they have. I think they've improved it again. Yeah, I think you have to order. That's the only thing is you have to order a certain amount. That's the only thing that those websites that get me on is that, which sometimes it's not a big deal to spend $25, but sometimes you might see one item that's $3 or $4 and you really want to get that one item and that's all you see, but then you have to pay the shipping. So, but yeah, I haven't shopped. I have looked on Holler and Wish. I feel like there was another one. Was there another one? I know I've looked at those too. But yeah, I'm an Amazon girl mainly. I have heard of Groupon, and I've went to the website, but I haven't personally done anything through Groupon. Girl, where have you been living? You haven't ever shopped from Amazon? It's okay. I forgive you. No, Amazon, if you can get the Prime, it's awesome. Especially for, like buying Christmas. Oh, Jet, that's the other one. I was thinking there was another one. I have not tried any of those. But Amazon, I've slowed down my Amazon shopping. But for a while, I was like 2 or 3 times a week shopping on Amazon. We do the Amazon Prime. It's $100 a year. And then after that, your shipping is pretty much free on Prime items. Now, there are certain items that you might find if you buy. Amazon is in a way like eBay because companies use Amazon to sell their product through it. So sometimes you're not necessarily buying through Amazon. You are buying from another company that's shipping to you. So that might not be on Prime. So you have to watch that. And you might have to pay shipping on that. So just before you click buy. Yeah, Ebates is good too. I haven't checked it out, but I've heard of Ebates. Just, you know, make sure you know whether or not. I like eBay sometimes on certain things. We get a lot of Grayson's. I need to do that eBay. Y'all, I need to start doing Instagram and tweeting, and I need to get all this. All I do is Facebook and YouTube. When it comes to, I do have an Instagram, but I don't get on it. I don't know. I feel like it's something to do with my age. I feel like a lot of us who, and y'all might be like, nope, I'm older than you, Angela, and I do Instagram and I tweet. That's just you. You cray. But I feel like people who are like 37 and above, I feel like we do more Facebook and Instagram. So you do have an Instagram. Okay. I have it. I just don't use it. I don't know. I might, if I grow like if I get like 10,000 subscribers or something, that I might eventually do an Instagram. Especially like when I'm out shopping and I take pictures and stuff. Snapchat. See, I don't Snapchat either. Now my daughter, you ask my daughter, she'll tell you any social media thing. She does the Vine. She goes live on stuff. She does all kinds of stuff. I don't know. She makes me feel old. It's amazing when you have a 14-year-old daughter. You know, she just starts making you feel old. You're like, yeah, I remember thinking this and this was cool, and my parents had no clue, and now I'm that. I have no clue. Well, there you go. Yeah, I've never done the filters and stuff, like the flower crown and the kitty cat doggy stuff and the nose and the puppy dog tongue. I've never done any of that. I don't know. I mean, Paris has, but I haven't ever done that. Oh, that's awesome. Well, if you are a makeup artist, then you need to definitely do a beauty channel. And I missed underneath. There was a big old long paragraph. I missed all of that. I wish I could figure out how to make y'all's comments come up and stay. And it just gives me show. It doesn't give me the option to leave the comments up. Yeah, if you decide to do YouTube, you need to comment, hey, Angela, I got a channel. Come check me out. And then I'll subscribe to you. Unless somebody else beats me, I'll be your first subscriber. But, yeah. Swipe left or right. Okay, y'all, I'm going to swipe left or right, so hopefully y'all don't disappear. Oh! That worked. Thank you. Oh, I don't know why I didn't know that. Oh, it worked for a second. But let me see. Let me swipe and let me go down. Okay. Now I can see. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done the Snapchat. Okay. But this probably looks really funny on the screen, me doing this. But that did work. Awesome. Yeah, I was like, there's got to be a way that I can go back and see. So thank you. Yay. I learned something new tonight. It's good to learn at least one new thing every day. Usually, Grayson or Paris will teach me one new thing a day. They'll either teach me about art or oh, did you just start YouTube on Tuesday, or did you just start being a makeup artist on Tuesday? So you do have a YouTube channel? I need to go subscribe to you. I wish I had my iPad right here so I could do it like right now. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Now I can go through and look. Let's see. Type in your name. Ah, you disappeared again. And her. Ladies, okay. I type slow, y'all. I'm not one of these people that goes, da, 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 da. I can't do it. Let's see. Hold on a second. Scroll up. Okay, here we go. Alright. Y'all, this is what, I'm sorry, it's cracked and busted, but this is her, and I am going to subscribe and ring the bell. So there we go. Alright, awesome. That's what they're called. Lynn, what called? Are you talking to somebody else? I missed it. Oh, okay. You're asking for names of YouTubers. I got you now. You beat me. Oh, we are subscribing to Mommy and Her Four Little Ladies. This is her. Hold on a minute. Let me. Oh, wait. I saw you just disappeared. Where'd you go? Okay, here we go. This is who we're subscribing to. And I know it's cracked and old and busted, y'all. Everyone who is not watching this live and y'all are now watching this, this is a shout out. Y'all go subscribe to her. Y'all go subscribe and tell her that you saw her on Angela's channel and you say hello and subscribe. I need to do some shout outs. I haven't done shout outs in a while, but I haven't had too many people ask me for shout outs. So that's why I've tried to do personal, since I've only had like one or two, I try to give them a personal shout out like at the beginning or something. So, you know, to help them out. I will try to remember, I don't know what video I'll do next. I'll try to give you a shout out at the beginning of my next video. I'll try to remember to give you a shout out. I need to write your name down. And I remember, I mean, even now, it doesn't, I don't know, even after you have 500 subscribers, every time you get a subscriber, you're like, I got another subscriber. I mean, even now, I'm like, yeah, I got another one. Yeah, I love helping everybody. It's a great community. I mean, you're going to have the occasional trolls, but I think all in all, I think most of us are loving people and we want to support each other and help each other out. So, and I think a lot of us have the same type of personality. I think a lot of us we don't have a lot of, I always call them real friends, but you know, you just don't have a group necessarily. You don't have girlfriends you go out and do stuff with. Hey, Dollar Queen Lee, how are you? So I don't know. I love this community. It's so fun. I'm enjoying it way more than I ever thought I would. Aww. It is so exciting. Especially, it was funny because I knew that my sister-in-law and my cousin, not my cousin, my sister-in-law and my niece and my daughter had subscribed. This was before Grayson and Brian had their YouTube channels. So I knew that 3 of my subscribers were family. So when I got number 4 and 5, I was like, I've got subscribers that are not related to me. So that is just awesome. I wished I knew who my first non-family subscriber was. I really wished I knew that. I don't know if there's a way to go back and see who subscribed to your channel when. That would be really cool. I don't know. It would be cool to send them a first subscriber gift or something. I don't know. I wished I knew that. It would be subscriber number 4. Whoever was subscriber number 4. If you were number 4, you comment below and you look under subs. What? Tell me the order. Mary girl, you just know more about this stuff than I do. You teaching me tonight. Let's see. Let's see if I can find my, it'll tell you, oh, it'll tell you how long. Okay, awesome. Mary, you've been doing your research. You just know all about this. You are rocking it tonight. Let's see. Yes, very much. Okay, let me see. Now I gotta find the subscribers. My internet's being slow tonight. Subscribers, here we go. Oh, you don't, Mary, what do you use to film? You use a phone, don't you? Do you use an iPhone? If you use I use an iPhone, Android, okay. Is there, do you have some sort of editing software? Not software. Do you have an editing app for your phone? I have what's called iMovie, and it's an app I have on my phone, and that's how I add all my stuff. That's how I edit my my videos. It's going to take me a while to go through all these. But I am curious. I want to know who my first subscriber was. Of course, it depends on if they kept it private or not. Yeah, I bought a video camera, but I honestly like using my iPad, my iPhone better. Oh, you don't know how to add it. Are you using a movie maker on your laptop? I had issues, and that's why I started using my phone, because I was having issues if I filmed in bits and had to pause and film a new video and then edit it all together. I could not do it on my daughter's computer because her computer, it's old and busted basically. Yeah, it's seen better days. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I'm not an Android user, so I do not know. Any of you ladies in here, Android users, how do y'all edit with something? Do y'all use your phones, or do y'all use video cameras to edit? It would be good to do this live. I wish there was a way to go live and actually talk and interact. But at least maybe this way we can ask each other questions and stuff. It just did something. I was scrolling through and it sent me to YouTube. No, go back. Yeah, I was taking my videos and sending them. You have a good night too. Thanks for stopping by. I was airdropping everything and editing on my my iPad, but now it's all cracked. It's hard to see, and I just edit on my phone now. I might have went too far back and then it sent me somewhere else for some reason. Okay. This is very interesting to me. I really want to know who my first subscriber was that was not family. Okay. Okay, according to this, the first person who subscribed who was not private was Melina Martin. So, I don't know if I've seen her comment on anything recently. But if you see this video, Melina Martin, since you were my first, I actually would like to send you something. I don't know, it's just something that all of a sudden that occurred to me. So, if you see this, send me an email. And I'll send you something for being my first subscriber that is not private that I know about. And, yeah, I'll get you something. I don't know what. It'll be a surprise. But, yeah, I want to send y'all something. All right, y'all are just a chatting. Hold on. Hold on. What y'all saying? What y'all saying? Okay. I just got to get caught back up. Yeah, let's all support each other. Oh, let's see. What else can I talk about? I think this is the longest I went live. My back's actually starting to hurt standing here. Collecting things for giveaways. Yeah, I love doing giveaways. I feel like doing giveaways gives me an excuse to shop. And then, but I'm giving it away. So I'm like, but it's not for me. It's for others. It's not for me. It's okay. It's okay. So, which I do. I've always loved giving gifts anyway. Oh, some hot chocolate. What hot chocolate? Did I miss hot chocolate? The hot chocolate like the Swiss Miss or the cappuccino stuff? I might have missed something. Which wouldn't be the first time. Sometimes I do that. Oh, awesome. Okay, yeah, I like Swiss Miss too. Yeah, congratulations, Mary, on that. That was awesome. And it's like getting your first 100 subscribers is honestly the hardest part. And it seems like it rolls pretty good after you get your first 100. But that first 100, you feel like you really have to work for that first 100. But I don't know, you feel like a kid at Christmas when you get your 100th sub. You're just like, oh, I'm just celebrating. I just can't, I'm just... And you kind of become that cliche person. You like me. You really like me. I mean, I know it sounds so cliche, but you feel that inside. You're like, people really enjoy watching me. This is just awesome. Thank you so much. You feel so humble and you feel so grateful. It's just so awesome. Oh, awesome. Yay. I have got to go to Walmart sometime tomorrow. I do not want to go to Walmart, but sometime... Well, you know what? I think I'm going to wait till Sunday night. I need to get some stuff to take to my brother's for Thanksgiving, but I think I'm going to wait till... I am Eastern Standard Time. I'm in South Carolina. Yeah, it's 11 already. Wow. But I'm not sleepy yet. I don't know. Y'all have energized me. I don't think I could sleep now if I tried. It's 9 p.m. in Okay, this is probably a weird question. Canada. Is Canada just one time zone, or are there different time zones within Canada? I have no clue. I don't know. I'm curious about that. I would love to go to Prince Edward Island in Canada. I've not seen her. I need to check her out. Yeah, sometimes it's hard being a night owl. Let me get me some more. Let me pour me some more sweet tea. Anybody else need a drink break? I gotta give me some tea real quick. Coffee. Now, I tell y'all, I can drink coffee and I can go to sleep, or I can drink coffee and have a ton of energy. It just all. I love my sweet tea. Now, I did go for a while where I didn't drink sweet tea. Back years ago, I did this diet where I lost a lot of weight and I only drank water. I mean, I ate. I don't want you to think all I did was drink water. But I went so long and I didn't have sweet tea that it physically, the first time I drank it, it made me sick. But anyway, I can drink coffee and it give me energy, or I can drink it and go to sleep. It's like I have control over what it does, the effect it has on my body. Strangest thing, I know. Because my husband's like, I don't see how you, because I have several times I have drank coffee at night and then went to bed within 30 minutes. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll get in these modes where I'll diet and stuff, and I mean, I've even stick to the healthy lifestyle for a couple years, but with my PCOS, sometimes I feel worse. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, I'm just, now that I've had Anaclear, usually if I diet, it's because, like I said, I want to have kids. I've said this before, but anyway, I'm done having kids, so I haven't, and I honestly have not weighed since Anaclear was 6 weeks old, because that's when you go, after you give birth, 6 weeks, then you go in for your checkup. That's the last time I weighed. I mean, as long as my clothes fit me and I don't appear to be gaining weight or anything, I just go with it. It's... And for a while there, I wasn't drinking that much sweet tea, but I think this past summer is when I got back into drinking my sweet tea. Because I was drinking the Crystal Light and all that stuff, the sugar-free top stuff, but I don't know, I've just got back into my sweet tea. And I mean, I think I drink maybe 2 glasses of sweet tea a day. So it's not like I'm drinking a gallon of it a day or anything. Wait, who said that? Well, you know, if you had a little boy, you know those 4 little girls would have that little boy spoiled rotten. You just never know. Yeah, I have Paris, Grayson, and Anna Claire. Yeah, my my brothers are 10 and 8 years older than me, so most of my nieces and nephews were a good 7 and 8 years older than my kids. So yeah, we didn't plan on 4 is a fun age. I feel like 4 is the age where they don't talk back as much. I feel like 2 and 3 is terrible. But I feel like at age 4, you've put the fear in them long enough that they start behaving and you can really have fun with them, and their little minds are, they're asking questions and they want to learn, and I love that age. Now with Grayson, 4 was horrible because of his autism. He had meltdowns, several of them a day. So I like Grayson's current age. Grayson is 12 and I like his current age. And he's so good with Anna Claire. He loves to play with her, and yeah, it really is. There's parts to love of every age, and there's parts to not like as much at every age. And sometimes I feel like with Anna Claire, I've learned with my other 2 kids to just enjoy the moment I'm in. I feel like with the other, I feel like with Paris, because she was my first, I feel like I was like, I can't wait till she does this. Okay, I can't wait till she does this. Well, I'm glad she's doing this, but I really want her to start doing it. And I feel like I just didn't enjoy her like I should. I mean, I loved her. I love her and everything, but you know what I mean? I didn't cherish the moment that I was in with her. And I feel like I do that with Anna Claire. I feel like with her, I've learned that every kid is different. How old are my kids? Paris is 14, Grayson is 12, and Anna Claire is, she'll be 16 months on the 23rd, right? July, August, September, October, November. Yeah. After she got a year, I kind of quit with the month thing. I just started saying, she's one. She's one. And I thought, she's getting close to 18 months, so maybe I need to start putting the months back in there. But yeah, she's almost 16 months. But I feel like when I go to the doctor's like, oh, is she saying words now? Is she doing this now? And I don't worry about her doing it. I mean, she was born premature, and she's going to do it when she wants to do it. Yeah, you just, with meltdowns, you never know when they're going to happen. And I have learned to think very fast on my feet. If you have a child with autism, you have to be quick on your feet. I won't ever forget one year. I think Grace, I can't remember his age. I'm going to say between 6 and 8, somewhere around that. It was around Christmas time, and I changed the sheets on his bed. Normally, when I change the sheets on this bed, I'll change them, wash them, and would put them back on. I was pressed for time, so I took the sheets off the bed and put fresh sheets on instead of going ahead, washing, drying, and then putting them on. And they were different color sheets. He had blue sheets on, then he had green sheets on. Meltdown, meltdown, meltdown. And I just quickly said, oh, honey, it's almost Christmas. These are your Christmas sheets, because the sheets were green. They were lime green, mind you, but they were still green. And he said, oh, okay. I mean, he was just completely fine with that. Meltdown just stopped. As long as I gave him an explanation, he was fine. And I learned that most of the time if he had a meltdown, it's because he didn't understand why I changed it. And once I explained it, he was fine. Yeah, I feel like they get mouthy younger and younger nowadays with social media and everything. Well, honestly, kids, they get smarter every generation because I don't know, they just know so much. Because Grayson, he'll just like, did you know? And I'm like, no, I didn't. And questions. Oh, he is a deep thinker. He hasn't done it as much lately, but when he was younger, he would come and ask me a question, and I'm like, I don't know, but I was like thankful for Google. I am so thankful that we have Google. And I would Google it. And then when he got his iPad, I would tell him, I'd say, ask Siri. And he would start asking Siri. Grab me a chair. I'll go get me a chair. Okay. Oh. Since y'all insisted on me sitting a spell, I'll sit down. I have to angle y'all. I've got the tripod like way above. Now, I feel like I'm wearing a sun visor because, yeah, I moved y'all. I'm looking up now so I can see these eyelashes. So I feel like I'm wearing one of those sun visors. It's so funny. I think I'm going to bend y'all down so I'm not looking up so far. Hold on. Hopefully not break this thing. Okay. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I think I need to start setting up maybe over there at the counter where I can sit at the bar, because I can't, right here, I have to kind of angle myself like this. So, when I get my craft room and I'll have a nice place. Let's see. Yeah, all of my kids have had problems with talking, and they've had to have speech, so that's why it hasn't really bothered me so much. Oh, you wear false eyelashes? I guess you get used to them. So, and I might get to I might get used to them too. I don't know. Sometimes I feel better just kind of standing, but my lower back was starting to hurt, so I do need to sit down. Yeah, I don't worry about Anna Claire where she is with her development. She's still a little stiff in the hips when she walks, but she actually kind of runs a little bit now, and I feel like that stiffness will. I feel like that stiffness will eventually work its way out. I mean, if she gets a little bit older and it's still there, then maybe we'll see about physical therapy. But at the age she is, I did not want her to have physical therapy, mainly because it's wintertime, and I know she'd be getting sick going to that place. As little as she is, I don't want her to be around a lot of kids right now, because she will, and I know eventually she's going to. I mean, that's the thing about kids who stay at home with their parents. Their first year in school, in kindergarten, they're sick. They're going to be sick because they haven't been around those germs. Kids who are in daycare, they've already been exposed to the germs. I should have noticed it sooner, but it was the school in kindergarten who pointed out that he was different. And I just did not. Am I the only one up? I think so. Paris could very well be up, but if she is, she's chatting on her phone. Is that me? Oh, anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. Grace said, yeah, when he was a baby, he would point and just kind of say, for stuff that he wanted. I've tried kind of teaching Anna Claire some sign language, but I've kind of have figured out her cries. I'm like, okay, that's a hungry cry. She wants to eat. And I've kind of have figured, and I think that's the way it was with Grayson. So I honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that Anna Claire doesn't have autism. If she does, I've already had 2 kids that are, autistic, so I'm prepared. But she seems really, really smart. Like she gets things really quickly. But yeah, Grayson was in kindergarten well, technically it was his second kindergarten when he was diagnosed. I always say second kindergarten because they had to repeat, so I always call it their second kindergarten. Paris repeated kindergarten also, but she was in second grade, so they were 5 and 7 when they were diagnosed. Yeah, I probably could. Oh, yeah, the nose thing, that was Grayson. Yeah, and if y'all noticed, I didn't even notice it because I was live at the time. No, it wasn't that video. There was one video I did live, and Grayson, I went back and watched the video. I was like, Grayson's all walking back and forth. So, I mean, that probably, anybody who did not know that Grayson is autistic, Paris is too, that gave it away right there because he could not stay still. He was back in the background. He was walking, bouncing off the walls. He cannot be still for nothing. If we go out to eat, he's rocking. But it doesn't bother me. I mean, I know it's what makes him calm. And Paris used to spin. She would listen to me, and she still does sometimes, but mainly she started dancing and she doesn't spin as much. But when she was little, she would just go round and round, and you would think, how is she doing this and not getting dizzy? But she could completely do it. Yep, he is who he is. And he understands who he is too. He gets upset a lot about his socks. Socks are horrible, horrible things to him. They're just horrible. They're either too tight or we call them sock boogies. They're just cold season when he has to wear socks is dreadful in this house. And I asked him, I'm like, great. Well, that's the thing. You're the mother and you're around your children, and so if you need to be, if it's something you really feel, you insist on the doctors. Tell them that you want to get them tested. Early detection is better. I wish that I would have noticed it, and I should have noticed it in my kids because I worked in daycares. I have babysat since I was 12, so honestly, I probably should have noticed it, but I just didn't. I don't know why. And the first time I noticed it was I went on a field trip with Grayson to the pumpkin patch. And that's when I noticed that he was acting different. That was the first time I noticed that he was acting different. And I don't know. I just never noticed it before. I don't know. I guess it's because we feel like our children are, I don't want to say we feel like our children are perfect, but we feel like, they can do no wrong. I don't know how to explain it, but I just didn't pick up on it. So I don't know about Anna Claire yet. Anna Claire is, she is starting to throw tantrums and stuff, but I mean, she's getting terrible too. So, and that's another reason why it is hard. Yes, they are a blessing. That's another reason why I feel like it is hard when they're young, because kids do have, but there is a difference between a tantrum and a meltdown. And that's the big thing. Yeah, we do. We do. Like I said, we feel like, I mean, of course they can do wrong, but you know what I mean. You just don't notice it. But Grayson had his, in a long time, it really wasn't a meltdown. I don't even know if I would call it a mini meltdown. I'll call it a freak out. That's what it was. It was a freak out. I don't know if y'all can hear. You probably can't hear in the background. Anna Claire has exactly. Anna Claire's got a sound machine going, and it's supposed to sound like the ocean, going like that. We put it on every night, but we also have it on with the radio and stuff, and it never has bothered him. Well, I put her down for a nap, or tried to put her down for a nap one day, and I didn't turn it off. And he got off the bus, and so it was still daylight and everything. He went in there and started smacking himself in the head, freaking out. He was like, "What is that noise? What is that noise? What's that? It's driving me nuts. Where is it? You got to cut it off. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You got to cut it off. Please cut it off. Please." I mean, just freaking out on me. I'm like, "Honey, it's the sound machine. Why is it on? It doesn't need to be on. Just cut it off. Cut it off." I mean, just freaking out. That's a tantrum to me is when a kid, wants a toy or something and they just like throw themselves down and just, they want something. But to me, that's a meltdown. I did say that it really wasn't a meltdown, but it was, they freak out because they're doing like this. And sometimes he'll smack himself in the head or head into the wall or rocking. If your kid just throws herself down and they're just kicking their arms and just doing like this, that's a tantrum. Meltdown, they're doing this. That's meltdown. They're inflicting pain on themselves. That is a meltdown. So yeah, just throwing themselves on the floor, just doing that, tantrum. So that just kind of lets y'all know the difference. Does she have problems with loud noises? Paris has problems with loud noises, especially in public bathrooms when she was little. Not a big problem now, but when she was little, she would have to do this when the toilets would automatically flush. She has Asperger's. I don't think they diagnose children with Asperger's anymore. I think they just diagnose them as ASD, autism spectrum disorder. I think they just put it all together. Okay, if it's the noise, she could have a form. It could be. I mean, it could be. It is physically, it hurts their ears. Like when the toilet, like loud noises and stuff, it hurts their ears, and they just. That's how Paris is. Paris, like I said, she's autistic, but she does not have meltdowns like Grayson does. She'll get upset, but she doesn't bang herself in the head. She's emotional. That's how I'll say it. She is emotional about things. If it's something that's very difficult and she doesn't understand why it's not working, she's quick to cry and get very emotional about it. But she's never had what I call a meltdown. And yeah, hers is. I don't want to say that all girls with autism are different from all boys with autism. All kids with autism are different. There is no cookie cutter form of autism. And that's another reason why it's so hard sometimes to detect it in kids, because you could have all boys, you could have 4 boys and they're all autistic, but they all have different traits. There's no cookie cutter form. And there's no cookie cutter thing that works with kids. Like Grayson, bouncing on the ball, that really helps him. When he's having problems concentrating in school, that's what he does. I missed it. Oh. And I think that what has helped my kids, most kids with autism do not understand sarcasm. They just don't understand it. I mean, if you tell them, if you say an expression like it's raining cats and dogs outside, they're like, I don't see cats, I don't see dogs, what are you talking about? But we're very sarcastic people, and we've always been that way. And I think that has kind of helped Paris and Grayson to be more sociable. His teacher has told me, I'm sorry, my throat's getting dry. His teacher has told me that his teacher that he had last year told me that he is the only child who he can joke around with, and Grayson gets it. Grayson understands that he's being sarcastic and he's just being funny. Most autistic kids do not get that, and I think that's what has really helped. I have raised Paris and Grayson the way I would raise them whether or not they had autism. I've taught, they've still had chores, they still had to behave a certain way. I've treated them the same way no matter. And I feel like some kids, they get too catered to with it, and it kind of hurts them in the long run. I mean, Paris, I do sometimes worry about her. I feel like Grayson will be okay when he gets older and everything, but sometimes I do worry about Paris. But I just pray for her. But yeah, I feel like with autistic kids, I feel like it's how you raise them. Oh yeah. How old is she? Did you say she was 4, or I think that was Angela that said her son was 4. She's about to be 3. Okay, the bonding thing is hard to say, because I worked in a daycare, and kids in the 2-year-old room, that was just, does she go to daycare, or do you stay home with her? Not judging. I mean, daycares are great too. I worked in daycares, so I'm not judging. But I used to keep 2-year-olds, and we had bonding issues in the 2-year-old class. And it was just, exactly. She bangs her head against the wall, yeah. The bonding, the bonding, it could be, but I don't know, because it's hard at that age. It's like I said, we had, she goes to developing school, okay. We had kids that used to bite each other because they would want the toy that the other kid would have, and they wouldn't share, and then they would bite each other. And around 18 months to 3, biting was a big thing. And we actually had a 3-bite rule. If you bite 3 times, you got kicked out. That's how. Now that was back, like I said, that was like the early 2000s. I worked in daycare. I haven't worked in daycare since Paris was born, but that used to be our rule. But I mean, if you feel in your heart that there's just something not right, definitely have her tested. Paris was she's delayed in speech and other things. Okay. Yeah, she very well could. I of course cannot diagnose her, but you have to go with your gut feeling. If you know that something, especially since you have, is she, well, you got 4. Where is she in your kid lineup? Yeah, exactly what Angela just said. Definitely get a second opinion. She's number 3. Yeah, you've got kids above her, so you know how your children normally act. If you feel that she is acting different from your other kids, definitely go insist. Go find a different doctor. You might can even go to on Facebook. There might be a chat room for your area with kids with autism, and you might can talk with them, and they might can tell you doctors in the area that you could go and visit with, take her to see. Because yeah, I feel like my kids, I did them a disservice because they were so far behind. I keep banging in this cord. I did them a disservice because they were so far behind in school to begin with. And I didn't know that they should know certain things before they started kindergarten. and I thought I was doing good with just teaching them their colors and how to count to 10. I didn't realize that they needed to go ahead and know their alphabet, and they needed to know how to count to 30, and they needed to know some sight words. So they were already behind. And then with the autism on top of that, so it took my kids a while to get caught up. I think Grayson is now reading on a 2nd grade level. He's in 6th grade now. I think he's on a 2nd grade level. Reading is where he struggles with. Math he's good in. Paris never had a problem with reading. Math is her struggle. But you know, different kids struggle with different things. I know, it's crazy because, I mean, I always think, it wasn't that long ago when I was in school. You know, things couldn't change that much. Yeah, it has. Good. Is it like an IEP meeting? Or is it something different? I know my kids have IEP meetings, and if you don't know what that stands for, anybody watching this, it's Individual Educational Plan. And I don't know nowadays if it's only for children who are special needs or if all kids have IEP. But, okay, awesome. IEP meetings can go good and they can go bad. I have had some IEP meetings that I left crying. Very emotional, and I think I actually yelled at one of the ladies. Yeah. And then I've had some that I was crying happy tears. That's true. That is true to a point. I feel like it varies teacher to teacher too, though. I love the teachers Paris and Grayson have now. They pay attention to not only the education, they also pay attention to my kids' emotional well-being. If they notice that my kids are not acting as happy-go-lucky or they're just acting different, they will email me and say, I noticed Paris is not her happy self. Is there something going on? Did something happen? I mean, they let me know. Okay. Yeah, personal plan. IPP. But I love that. They communicate, and yeah. Paris had, what did I say? Paris had physical therapy and Grayson had occupational therapy. When Grayson was seeing the occupational therapist, he actually said that he didn't think he had autism. He thought he had sensory processing disorder. And that is something else that could be different. So it could, that's something else it could be. Your child might not be autistic. They could have what is called sensory processing disorder. And I don't know if that's considered on the spectrum or not. But yeah, that is something else. And I had actually read a book on that. It's been a few years now, but Grayson was diagnosed with autism, and I agree with his diagnosis. But what helped him is working his core out and just getting him wore out. The occupational therapist had this like sled type thing, and they would put weights on it and would have him push it. Or he would have him bounce on a ball, or he would put them on his legs and would hold him and bounce them. And he said something about working the core and just really wearing them out would really, somehow it helped him to focus and stuff. And I think it's awesome. I've never seen this in the classrooms before, and I think this is the first year. But Paris and Grayson's class, or at least one of their classrooms, they, hold on a second. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, Grayson would. After occupational therapy, he would be wore out. Yeah, now both of my kids, they're autistic, but they are not on medication. And And anybody who feels like they need to put their kid on medication, it's your child. I am not judging you. I just, I did not want to put my kids on medication. But I lost my train of thought for a second. What was I going to say? Oh, rocking chairs. Yeah. Paris and Grayson's teacher, one of them has the rocking chairs. But they have the same teachers. But Paris is learning disabled and Grayson is emotionally disabled. The emotionally disabled is why he smacks himself in the head and he has the meltdowns and stuff. And but his first period teacher is the one who has the rocking chairs. But they switch back and forth classes. But they don't have classes together except for the last class of the day. And it's called Impact. But it's actually game coding. They're teaching the kids game coding. So Grayson wants to be a game coder eventually anyway. So he's just excited about that. But yeah, with anything, anytime you're with your child, if you feel your child is different in any way, and just be persistent. Honestly, sometimes doctors, they're just quick to just, yeah, you're fine, whatever, yeah. Not really pay attention, but if you are the mother and you know, you've got to be persistent. But, try to think what else to talk about now. This is the like I said, this is the longest I've went live. I can't believe I've had something to talk about. Well, what am I saying? I can't shut up. Of course yes, they are the Impress nails. I have not seen these anymore. I'm trying to think. I got these. One of my first hauls, I got these. And I have not seen them at any DTs around here. Now, I know Christy Davis, and she's in Tennessee, she still hauls them. And I think some other people have still hauled them. But I have not found them anymore. And these are the oval. So, at first I didn't think I would like them, but I actually don't mind the oval ones as bad. But usually I like the square. Oh, thank you. I got them at first because I thought they were sunflowers, but they're not. I think they're, I don't know if they're poppies or what they are. But this is them. But I like them. They just, I don't know, they look very fallish to me. I'm hoping they'll hold up through Thanksgiving. But if not, I've got some more nails I'll put on. Aww. Yeah, those are pretty. Yeah, I had one miscarriage right before an eclair, and it was very quick. I think I only known I was pregnant for, yeah, they do, they look like sunflowers, but they're not. I think I knew I was pregnant for like 3 days, and then I had a miscarriage. Yeah, I think when you go through a lot, especially like with Anna Claire, I had, at 17 weeks, I had a bleeding scare. Like I said, I had a miscarriage before I got pregnant with her. Then at 17 weeks, I had a bleeding scare. And then at 33 weeks and I think 2 days, thank you, I kind of felt, I feel like God told me when I found out I was pregnant, I felt like God already told me, I'm sorry you're not going to be able to keep this baby. And I never really, and it probably sounds horrible, but in my mind, I never really cried a lot. And I think it was because I'm like, you know what? I already have 2 kids. I cannot be selfish and ask God for a 3rd baby and then cry when I have 2 blessings. And I think I felt like if I got very emotional about it, that I was being selfish, asking for more. But, I mean, we got pregnant with Anna Claire, and then I had preeclampsia, and she was born premature, but she had a knot in her cord. So she was 2 pounds, 10 ounces. And if y'all want to see, if you haven't already, if y'all want to actually see how little she was when she was born, I do have a video. It was one of the first videos I did, maybe 2 or 3 weeks in. And I think it's called 23 Days in the NICU. The video is taken this way, so it's skinnier. And we're not really talking. It's just little snippets I took. Every night before I left, I would take a little video so I would have something to watch as I was falling asleep to give me comfort. She had to stay in for 23 days, and that's just something that gave me comfort, was little snippets watching her. And I wanted to have them all together and have them on YouTube. I figured YouTube hopefully will always be around, so hopefully I will always have them to go back and look at. So if y'all want to check those out, y'all see how little. She was so tiny, but she was a fighter. She was always a good eater, and yeah, she was basically the size of a 28-weeker because of that knot in her cord. But of course, since it was so early on, I never knew if the baby, you know, was a boy or a girl. So we named the baby Camden Bray. I just refer to the baby as Camden Bray because I figure it's a unisex name. Aww. He was little bitty. She was 16.5 inches long, so she was long. Oh. Oh, wow. 10 pounds, 2 ounces. My brother, I think, was 10 pounds even. Yeah, it's interesting to see how many people actually have little bitty babies. I used to, when I was in high school, I wanted to be a NICU nurse. So I felt like doing that. Oh, wow. I felt like getting to go see her in the NICU kind of gave me a little bit of how it would be. But I was never scared to hold her. I don't know, I just went right in there and would open up the little isolette, and I would get her out and I'd hold her and I'd work them cords around the way I needed to. And Brian, he was like, I don't want to break her. I'll just look at her. You know, I mean, he held her the first day, but the rest of the time it was kind of hard for him. She was so tiny. And I was like, you need to hold her. You need to hold her. So he finally got to where he was holding her. But even when Paris was 8 pounds, 1 ounce, and he was nervous holding her. Because before that, I think his niece was the only baby that he had held, and she was 9 pounds, 14 ounces. So Paris was really tiny. And then Grayson was 6'13". So my babies just get smaller and smaller. Yeah, that's true. You talk to someone long enough, you'll find something out that you have in common. And I think I would eventually, I think when Anna Claire gets like grown, I think I would like to volunteer and go and rock those babies of the mamas that can't come. And that's who I feel so sorry for, are the mamas who can't. I mean, thankfully, my kids were older. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we have a Ronald McDonald House across the street from our hospital. But I was close enough. I was only 10 minutes away, so I didn't have to do that. But I would like to go rock some of the little babies that the mamas can't come there. That is so awesome. I wished I would have been able to, because of my PCOS, I didn't produce much milk, and it dried up at 9 weeks. I was taking like 12, I don't think it was 12 of the fenugreeks. It was alfalfa. I was taking alfalfa. I was taking fenugreek. Whatever. There was a ton of stuff. I mean, it was a handful of pills I was taking. I was trying everything. And it just kept getting less and less and less, and it finally dried up. So I was able to produce for about 9 weeks, and that was it. Good night. Have a good night. I need to get off here, too. I'm getting tired. Y'all can tell my voices. Oh, and this is super, super long. People are going to be like, dang, she talked that long. And we went all over the place. I know, we had this little boy, and if you're not a volunteer, you can't go hold them. But there was a little boy that was beside Anna Claire, and I felt so sorry for him. Because his mama, I think, had other kids, and she couldn't find anybody to watch her other kids to go and visit this precious little baby, and I felt so bad. He was the sweetest little baby. He hardly ever cried. He was just so super cute. But yeah, that was one thing I was grateful for, that Paris and Grayson were old enough that they understood Mama needs to be with the baby right now. But and they were in school too, so yeah, I would get there about 11 o'clock, and then I would leave about 6:30 or 7. So I would, we had a few restaurants. I would get there at 11. I don't know, I had a whole schedule. I would get there, I would pump, feed her, and then while she was snapping, I would go eat, and then I would come back and then pump again. I had my whole little routine, and I missed those nurses. It was kind of hard to bring her home. I mean, I was grateful to bring her home, but I missed the nurses. The nurses were so sweet. They became, part of my family, so I missed the nurses. So, but I was grateful to bring her home, and now it's hard to believe. I think she's like up to 18 pounds now, and walking and stuff. Oh, wow. That's awesome. You did more than I did. Yeah, I would, yeah, I'd say about 6 or 7 hours is what I did. Because I have to be here in the mornings for the kids to get on the bus, and then, my parents live next door, so that helped. My mama would drive me. Because the first 3 weeks you're not supposed to drive, so. But, yeah. Well, ladies, I think I'm going to get off. This was a great chat. We covered all kinds of bases. I'm sure people watching this is like, okay, this talks about eyelashes, and then they went all over. Oh, okay, that's true. Yeah, yeah. If Anna Claire was my one and only, I would probably demand a bed. Yeah, I would demand. No, I'm not leaving. I want a bed. Bye, Mary. I'll see you sometime tomorrow. I'll be watching that video. Alright, guys, or ladies, I love y'all all. Y'all have a great night and have a great weekend. I'll see y'all later. Bye.